talkSPORT Sports Update with Trust a Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trust a Trader 15-point assessment.
talkSPORT. Good afternoon, I'm Toby Gillis. Arne Slot has spoken with Liverpool's owners and Richard Hughes since last night's Champions League debacle, and it's business as usual at Anfield.
We fight on and we try to improve. That's what we all try, but the conversations have been the same as they've been for the past 1.5 years.
Well, by most people's judgment, there's little that can't be improved at Liverpool at the moment. Emil Heskey is one of them. He's told talkSPORT the players aren't the only ones who have lost something since last season. Slot is in that equation too.
Everything that we said he was really good at, and we're watching it now, and we're asking for that. We're asking for changes within the game that make a difference. Last season it happened. This season, it doesn't seem like that little magic wand is working.
Now, just how serious were the issues faced by Newcastle fans in Marseille on Tuesday night? The club are discussing it with UEFA, saying police delivered indiscriminate assault and adding that they've subsequently received deeply concerning witness reports. But Darren Curry, co-founder of the Newcastle Supporters Club, told talkSPORT he wasn't too concerned with the way they were handled.
There's a lot worse places in Marseille. In the last Champions League war in Olympiacos, I'm talking years ago, and I don't know if our fans... I heard somebody on your programme this morning who's 60-odd-year-old, right? He wasn't happy about how it went and all that. I'm going to be honest, most European clubs have problems in Marseille, and there's a lot worse places to go.
Now, we've had a brief discussion on it, and the answer is no. Oscar Piastri on whether he'd play the team game and help Lando Norris land a maiden F1 world title this weekend by working against Max Verstappen. Norris will be champion if he outscores both his teammate and the defending champ by 2 points in Qatar. Remember, early Europa League football this evening. Aston Villa Young Boys. It's live at 5:45 over on talkSPORT 2.
talkSPORT News.
There's been a rise in the number of asylum seekers being housed in UK hotels, and a seventh person has been arrested in connection with the terrorist attack at a synagogue in Manchester. More with the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. With over 600 centres across the UK, most of which open 7 days a week, we're always there when you need us. QuickFit. Drive away happy every time.
It'll be increasingly windy this evening. Cloud and rain clearing the southeast late tonight, although staying wet for the rest of the day in the northwest.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on a Thursday with me, Andy Goldstein. Alongside me, someone, I'm a knee drained. I had fluid taken out my knees. Darren here, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
How's your knee?
Yeah, some fluid drained out of it.
I'm going to be late. Injection. It's a video. Some people video. Look at me knee. Right, Jingo, we've got a show for you this afternoon. We'll be asking whether Declan Rice is the most informed midfielder in world football right now as Arsenal demolished Bayern Munich. Liverpool, don't laugh, Benny, Liverpool lose again. It's the worst run they've been on in 71 years. Is it time for Slot to go? And how about this, Liverpool fans? I've got the answer at 5 o'clock. I can sort out your problems at 5 o'clock. How about that? I'm also building up to another big night of European action across the talkSPORT network. And, very excited, we're going to be joined in the studio by President of Matchroom Sport, the wonderful Barry Hearn, Sir Barry Hearn, all that. Plus, Kevin Atto joins us for a bit of Drive Worldwide. And this week, it's what's happening, Betty, again on a Thursday. We love it. All that and more is coming up on today's Drive Time show with me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent's not happy for some reason. We'll find out more in just a moment. And you, if you want to be part of the show, 03717 22 33
Just to have a look, Chuck Norris. He still wrestles and stuff like that. He's 85.
I don't think he'll ever die, Chuck Norris, will he?
No, incredible. Walker, Texas Ranger.
That's a Stormzy song, isn't it? You can never damn Chuck Norris. What song's that?
Yeah, I'll get it somewhere.
You all right? How's your knee? It's rained.
Yeah, it's all right, to be fair. You wonder what I was upset about. Just the
what did you...
members of staff in the back there.
What's happened?
Erin was being very, very rude.
What did she say to you?
No, she didn't say anything.
I have to say, the lack of respect that the...
She's acting like she can't hear us, but we're talking about Erin on air. Yeah, she's rude, isn't she?
The lack of respect the so-called YTS kids have got to talent in this place is absolutely disgusting.
Like, do you know what she did? Like, flip me the bird. I can say
What? No, I don't think you can say
No, I
that.
can say that, can't I?
Do you know what? I don't know if I should air this, right?
Oh, air it.
She had the audacity to look me in the eyes earlier when she spoke. Absolutely
Weasel.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
shuck.
absolutely disgusting.
Well, yes, thank you, Andy. My knee's fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I went to the physio this morning, had it drained. Injection in there.
I
as well.
didn't know that. You've not mentioned it 300 times.
No, I haven't. I've got the video as well if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Straight to DVD.
Yeah. It drained.
It
Go
drained.
without me knee.
Yeah, it was horrible though. Like, do you know what? Now, the initial, when it went in, was a bit like...
You have it numbed?
Yeah, that was the numbing part.
Yeah, chicken gel, yeah.
I mean, after that, it was fine.
All right.
But it's still...
How long does it take?
All that fluid, about 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
All that fluid coming up my knee. That should happen.
What is that fluid?
I don't know. I need someone to answer me that. Like, we have a lot of doctors.
What is it? It's not water, right?
Well, no, because water's not yellow.
Oh, it's yellow. Is
It's
it?
like yellow.
Like gunk.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
gunk.
You're like...
I can see yellow. I can see that.
But
Yeah,
like,
literally gunk coming out your knee.
it was weird.
I wonder what it is.
He said wear and tear from playing the game for a long time. And just...
I used to be an ex-footballer. Wear and tear.
Who speaks that? Honestly, who speaks that?
I got my knee drained, so I'm an ex-footballer.
Have you ever had any problems with your body in that? Because you've not been an elite sportsman, haven't you?
Have I had problems with my body? No.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah. Your back. When Tony Bailey hit you, was like, oh
Oh, yeah, no, I had stitches in my back, yeah.
I would have kept that quiet.
Oh, what did
I got
it make?
stitches in my back.
Oh, no.
Tony, please. No, Tone. That was him. No, Tone, please.
No, and then he looked at my back and he went, okay, fair enough, you have got them.
Who are you supposed to be there?
That was Ringo Starr, wasn't it, with Thomas the Tank Engine?
I thought it was someone from Manchester, that.
Thomas the Tank Engine came out on the station. Yeah, but no, I'm fine, pretty much fine.
Okay.
Other
than the hair transplant.
Oh, hair looks amazing today, didn't it?
Transplant, just be honest now.
All right, just listen, I've told you before, you can go for Scooter Frank, you can go for the kids, go for the wife. Never, ever joke about my hair. All right, my hair's pretty much unbelievable. I had a haircut yesterday, and my hairdresser was like, it's defying logic.
I'm telling you now, they didn't say that.
It's getting thicker, my bar.
He said it defies logic, does it?
You know what is nuts? You know, I know I shouldn't mention it, but I will. You know, I've got my hair product, Goldstein's Golden Paste.
No, no one cares about it.
Available at DamonBarber.com.
Yep.
Tomorrow, because it's Black Friday, 30% off.
Oh, you're giving them away already?
Unbelievable.
People ain't buying them, are they? Hey, Joe, you got him. Joe, people ain't buying his product. Giving them away.
Everyone on Black Friday is doing deals.
No.
Yeah, I'm a man of the people. I lower it.
I heard a story.
I lower it.
No, it's true. I'll say anyway.
Oh, what's it about?
No, there was a finding about Black Friday that in some stores,
Oh, I don't know where this is
the
going.
prices are cheaper normally than it is on Black Friday.
No, that's garbage.
I'm telling you now, I heard it on talkSPORT News.
I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So in certain stores throughout the year,
So it goes up?
like it's Black Friday is not cheaper in certain stores than it is on Black Friday.
No, don't name them.
I'm not going to, but that's true.
We'll
That's
get in
what I
trouble.
heard. See, you don't even Joe's not, isn't
I
he?
don't know what he's talking. He don't buy anything unless it's...
I tell you what, I ain't buying no golden paste. I tell you that.
He's got to give it to Joe Friggs. I like him.
Real cream.
No, golden paste boy. I can tell. I can look at men from miles away, and I know they've got my paste in their hair.
Billy?
I wouldn't allow it in Billy's hair. Should we start today's show? So a bit later on at 5 o'clock, we'll talk about Liverpool. No,
It's synovial fluid. James,
Pardon?
thank you, James.
is that your new catchphrase you're trying to...
Benty, it's
But
synovial
what is that? There's
fluid.
pointless people telling us a name like that. We know what is that?
So first of all, say thank you to James for putting that in.
No, James. Waste your time.
A little bit more explanation would be appreciated.
James,
Thank
let me
you.
tell you now, if you're texting in at 15 quid a text, that's a waste of money.
It's not. Thank you, James.
No, I need to know what fluid is. 5 o'clock, we talk about Arsenal. Their worst... sorry, Chelsea. Sorry.
Chelsea.
Oh, man, hold on, to roll the decks.
Liverpool.
Their worst run of form for over 70 years.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Unbelievable. I've got the answer to it. 5 o'clock, Liverpool fans, all joking aside, I have the answer to your trouble.
They can't. Do you know why they can't poo-poo it? Because what you're going to say, like he is there, like one of the.
Don't say it.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, so we're doing that. We're also building up to another big night of European football. And Barry Hearn, he must be a Sir by now. I think he's a Lord. But Barry Hearn, head of Matchroom Sport, in the studio. Lots to look forward to, including the Mosconi Cup. By the way, if you've not got your tickets yet for the Mosconi Cup, it's next week. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Ali Pali. You have to go to it. I don't know if there's tickets available yet. I'm sure there is. But go to it. It's an unbelievable event. It's fantastic. 2,500 at Ali Pali. It's wonderful. All that is coming up a bit later on. Liverpool from 5. We're going to start with Arsenal. They continued their 100% record in the Champions League at home to Bayern Munich last night. But is this man the best midfielder in the world?
Plays a reverse ball into Rice. Takes it down well. Gets it into the box. Arrows it into the corner.
He was awesome. He had the chest out. He was running forward. He's breaking moves up.
Declan Rice has to be the best Arsenal signing of this millennium. He is an absolute general.
Declan Rice in midfield he set the law down, shall we say, in midfield. A Brian Robson-like performance, shall I say.
Here down the right-hand side. Saka, lovely bit of skill. Pulls it back through the area. It's Rice. It's 5.
Yeah, Arsenal were 3-1 winners home to Bayern Munich last night. They moved clear at the top of the Champions League table. Goals from Timber, Madueke and Martinelli gave them the win, but it was another brilliant performance from Declan Rice. His manager, Mikel Arteta, spoke to the media after the game, gave credit to the whole team.
Well, first of all, I have to praise our players because I think they had an incredible match against, in my opinion, the best team in Europe. And individually, we were immense to resolve all the challenges that these teams brings to the table. And after, yes, they know how hard we work to prepare for every single game. We know that the margins are super small. We started the week really well against the Spurs, winning here at home. Today is another massive victory, but that's it. Now go to home, have a nice dinner, and tomorrow morning we start to prepare Stamford Bridge.
You were there last night. You were on CoCom's duty for talkSPORT.
I was indeed.
Before we talk about Declan Rice, let's talk about the team, the performance and the win.
There's a long message about the fluid.
Go on.
Okay,
fine. Too much detail.
No, not too much detail. We'll do it after the Declan Rice.
Okay, fine, okay.
He was...
No, again, I just said, I mean, you're not listening. You can't do two things at once.
I can. Go on.
So I said, before we talk about Declan, let's talk about the whole team.
Oh, no, we'll talk about Declan Rice.
Okay, he was.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about him when I said...
Okay, finish sentence. He was.
I said he was the person that I looked at last night, Saliba, to lead this team. He was fantastic.
No, I'm not talking about a player. I just said the whole team.
I was talking about Declan.
I know you were.
Yeah, they were brilliant. Start to finish. Well, the first 10 minutes, I'd probably say Bayern Munich kind of settled into their rhythm quite well. They didn't really hurt Arsenal, but were keeping possession of the ball. Nice little passages of play without actually really getting anywhere. But then... Again, the moment Arsenal went up, the game always picked up. In the first half, I thought 1-1 was probably the right result if it had finished that way. But second half, Arsenal completely blew them out of the water in terms of energy.
What was the difference?
Energy levels went up. Like they started to really, really make Bayern Munich defend. They started mixing up their play. They weren't just going to feet; they were getting them behind, creating 1v1s all over the pitch. And then, again, we know we're going to speak about him in a bit, but Declan Rice, it's like he grew in stature. Like he grew in stature, running past people. It's almost like he started to believe, not even believe, but he knew he had the beating of their midfield. So every time he was driving with it, I'm talking about 60, 70-yard runs with the ball, no one could catch him. And every single player there putting their performance, and even the substitutes, I thought he made the substitutions at the right times. Like, I'm a really, really big fan of Miles Lewis-Skelly. But I said in comms, after about 60 minutes, Elise was starting to get a little bit of joy. Carl, the youngster who's talented, by the way, he was starting to get a bit of joy going past him. And I said, you need to bring on that Calafiori. Get Calafiori on just to
shore things
up at that left back, and he did, and obviously Calafiori gets the assist. But I think one of the most impressive things is I looked down as the team was playing. I looked down and I saw the substitutes warming up, and that's when I said, "Wow, what a squad they've got."
Let's talk about Declan Rice. There was a few eyebrows raised when Arsenal paid £100 million for him. He's easily worth that and then some right now. I am surprised he's not your captain because you talk about legends and leaders, etc. For me, he's everything that a captain should be. Leads by example, strong, plays in the right position for captain as well.
Position doesn't really bother me, but durability does. And he, touch wood, somewhere, never seems to get injured.
You got trouble.
Plays a lot of minutes, whether it be for club or country.
Yeah.
And he's just that person that you know that you can count on every single match. He's always going to be there.
Who's your captain, Saliba?
No, Odegaard.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Saka went Odegaard. Yeah, sorry. And
so I understand why Saka's the captain. In terms of the football club coming through the like all of that, I understand why. And when people identify Arsenal, they look at Saka as one of their own. Do you know what I mean? That he is the poster boy for Arsenal.
Do you know? I just wonder with Saka as well, because I hear about responsibility can weigh you down.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if he'd be not a better player because he's a brilliant player, Saka anyway. But I just wonder if you took that away and gave him a little bit more freedom, would that come into it or not?
But the thing is, you know what? He doesn't really get a lot of freedom because if you watch when he plays Saka, most of the time, and last night was a prime example of that, is every time he gets the ball. He had Lema right up behind him, causing problems. He had Pavlovic coming over. Sometimes he had Gnabry coming back. So he's 3v1, 2v1 every single time he got the ball. So that's probably why he's getting a little bit frustrated, but still got the assist with the corner. But again, the squad, the depth that Arsenal have got, and Declan Rice right in the heart of it. I mean, he was head and shoulders for me the best player on the pitch.
Is he the best midfielder in that position in the world at the moment?
It was hard, isn't it? Because listen, my La Liga Plus pass is I paused it for a bit.
Hey, okay.
Bundesliga Plus paused it.
Yeah.
Serie A Plus paused it.
Yep. Any others?
Ligue 1.
Yeah.
Paused it.
Ligue 1 Plus.
Yeah, Plus paused it. Yeah.
A lot of pausing going on.
Yeah, trust
the budget hit you.
No, just pause subscription.
Oh, right, fine.
So,
subscription on the little stick.
Trying to get them on all in one device. But no, it was.
Okay, in the Premier League, is he the best midfielder in that position?
Yeah, as an 8, yeah, I think so. Like, I think Arsenal got a number of positions in the Premier League where they're the best at this current moment.
And if we moved him back to...
You're taking so much away from him.
For England.
Yeah, don't do
nuts,
it.
Right?
Don't try and squeeze him in.
Yeah.
Put him as the 8.
I agree with you.
And
then
choose Elliot Anderson as the holder, because he's in more Wharton.
Yeah.
And then you pick your 10.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you.
What could be key for... Actually, no, we've passed it, but I'll come back to it in a minute. No, look at time. 16.
No, don't you can say the 10 and then we'll go to...
No, I was going to say, I was talking about relationships last night, and I wonder if Thomas Tuchel, because I think in order of the 10s, at this current stage, Thomas Tuchel, I think he says Rodgers is 1, Bellingham, Eze. But when you look at the relationship between Declan Rice and Eze, I wonder if that will come into Thomas Tuchel's thinking.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he was there last night too.
Yeah, we see that. All right, we're taking your calls on all things Arsenal and Declan Rice. Is he the best midfielder? I'll say in the world, but also in the Premier League. 03717 223334. And Arsenal fans as well. I'm guessing now you're thinking you can go all the way in this competition and the Premier League. But Bente over lunch said, which one would you prefer right now? Premier League or Champions League?
Premier League now.
Premier League now.
Yeah.
Okay. Arsenal fans, we'll start with you. It's Liverpool from 5. Arsenal fans, get your calls in now. You'll be next. 03717 223334. tune this is. Name of the film this is from, DB. One of the greatest gangster movies ever. In my world, not yours.
No idea who is it.
Goodfellas.
Okay, decent.
You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Our friends at Just Eat. Score yourself a stunning delivery straight to your door. Still to come, we'll be joined by Kevin Hatchard for a bit of Drive Worldwide, and Barry Owen joins us in the studio as well. Just quickly, Newcastle United are going to launch a complaint following what they call unacceptable treatment of their fans by French police after their defeat to Marseille earlier in the week. Nottingham Forest will reject any offers for midfielder Elliot Anderson in January. Right, we'll be talking all things Liverpool at 5, but now we're taking your calls on all things Arsenal. 03717 223344 is the number to dial if you want to have your say on national radio. It's very simple. Seamus is first up. He's a Gooner. Hi, Seamus.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. Absolutely buzzing, delighted, but Sunday is our biggest match. I want to go to Stamford Bridge. I want to attack the living daylights out of them, and I want to win more than anything. And we have not won anything, and we won't think of winning anything till April. But brilliant last night, buzzing.
Oh, Seamus, we missed all that. Can you say it again? No, I'm joking. We heard it. You're very excited, aren't you, as an Arsenal fan at the moment? Are you excited because of the prospect of winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, or the fact that you've got this squad now, this group of players, or you think it's all going to click, or is it just a culmination of everything at the moment for Arsenal? Just everything looks absolutely perfect for you guys.
Well, Andy, can I recommend this feeling to you? Because it's been a long, long, long time since you felt anywhere near this. But anyway, God bless.
Hold on. Hold on.
I love it.
Didn't we win the league? Didn't we win the league more recently than you?
Oh, he's biting.
In fact, sorry, when did you last win anything?
A couple of years ago.
Sorry, the line's breaking up, Andy. Sorry, say that again.
I'll say it slowly. When did you last win the league?
Along 2-4-5, but we were undefeated, which you've never managed. Anyway, can I just say...
You can be undefeated and go down. That's not a great thing.
All Arsenal fans know we've won nothing, but you know what? We're playing great football. We're competitive. We're united. We're together. We've got a real team we can get behind and be proud of. It's fantastic times for us. We've got Eze. My God, what a player. It's brilliant times for us at the moment. We won nothing, I know that. But, you know, we've got a lot of passion and hope in our hearts, and we're going in the right way, Andy.
Were you in both? Were you in both this season?
I'm too nervous to say anything along those lines. I just want to be competitive.
Yeah.
I want to get on with it.
Okay, all right. I think you are. I can't see anyone stopping you. Michael's a gooner. Hi, Michael.
Hello, boys. You all right?
I'm good. How are you? Can you say that Arsenal are going to win the league or the Champions League?
Oh, geez. Do you know what? That's going to hit me pretty hard if we don't. Do you know what? These past few seasons have absolutely battered me.
I think that's the case for most.
Yeah, but do you know what? Here's the thing. All jokes aside, right? In the last few seasons, you've had Liverpool. They've been a monster. You've had Man City. They've been a monster. You've got neither knocking on your door now. Honestly, I'm not trying to bock it. I just can't for the life of me see how you're not going to win the Premier League. I really can't.
Yeah, do you know what? I think we've got the mentality shift now. I think the players are a bit more experienced. They were too young a few years ago. I think we can do it. And I think with Rice as well, I'm going to say something really controversial. I'm going to get a load of stick for this. If we do win the Champions League and or the Premier League, I genuinely think he's a Ballon d'Or contender.
That's not outrageous. That wouldn't be outrageous at all.
I think it's all to do with what happens at the World Cup usually, right? When you've got a major competition, the Euros or the World Cup, whoever does well in that has to do well at club level, and usually you put the two together, right?
Yeah, I think it's because he's an English player. Do you know what I mean? You know, when you big up an English player, you get so much stick for it.
Yeah.
I think so. I think when you do it with a foreign player, it's not so controversial. I don't see how Rodri is a better player than he was, and he was up there with Vinicius.
Oh, no. See, you went a bit too far. You had me there for a bit, Michael. But when you think about Rodri and Ballon d'Or, you think about what Man City won. You think about then he went with Spain and they won the Euro. Do you know what I mean? A lot of trophies in that year that he won.
Don't get me wrong. No, I don't think Rice is there yet. No, I'm not that deluded. I'm just saying if this is a hypothetical thing, if he does do that, then yeah, he's in that conversation. No, he's not there yet.
He's not there yet. He's definitely not there yet.
After winning those two big trophies, he's in the conversation.
Oh yeah, yeah. Semi-final of the World Cup.
I mean, both of them. You look at the list. Sometimes you go, what?
Yeah. Gary's a good one. Hi, Gary.
Yeah. Good evening, Andy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very well, thanks, man. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Darren, all good? Happy?
Yeah, very. Absolutely over the moon.
Listen, you've got to look at what's in front of you. Bayern Munich, great team. I just believe we play like that on Sunday against Chelsea. I can't see them touching us.
Gary, let me ask you this: one player is not going to play for Arsenal against Chelsea. Who would be the worst player that doesn't make the starting 11?
Well, it says it all from last night, doesn't it? Declan Rice.
Got to be Declan now, right?
He's phenomenal. I mean, to get him for £100 million off of West Ham, I think we've had a steal there, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think for a while people were saying £100 million, and even like he's gone up another level this year. Like he's always been good. We know how good he's been, but he just feels like this season he took it upon himself.
Confidence plays a big part.
But just the energy and the drive, but even the set plays, man. The set plays last night were causing Bayern Munich from both sides.
You can whip a ball, that boy.
Oh, do you know what's funny that made me laugh? Is that he can whip a ball and he can put it exactly where he wants to put it. Do you see him trying to take the long throw?
No, I didn't. Was
one,
it really bad? Is that his weakness? That's his kryptonite, is it?
He went to take a long throw last night. I think it was it first half? I think it just about got into the box. Not just about, but I was like, oh.
Say what you want about Declan, he's useless.
Yeah.
Throw-ins, right? Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benty. This is your chance to ask Darren Bent anything you like. The weirder, the better. Just save our number in your phone, 03717223344. Head to WhatsApp, open it up, send us a voice note. Ask your question. It must start with What's Happening, Benty, and make sure you put your name in the question. Right, time for a bit of no Googling. Miles Lewis-Skelly is the fifth English teenager to start 10 Champions League games. Excuse me, Bellingham and Trent Alexander-Arnold also did it. Who's the other two? I'll give you a clue. Man City is a link, all right? Sort of a clue. I mean, it doesn't really help you, but it does. Two other teenagers. The answer to that, we've got Drive Worldwide with Kevin Atto, we've got Barry Hearn in the studio, and we've got Liverpool chat. I have got the answers to Liverpool's problems at 5 p.m. Do not miss that.
Liverpool are not in crisis, says Simon Jordan.
But have we reached the point in society, or in anything in life, that the default setting, the moment it becomes hard, is fire somebody, get rid of somebody, get somebody out?
Simon says for Slot, Spend is his friend, that the Liverpool hierarchy will be some way off considering firing the man the club spent £400 million worth of players on. Meanwhile, things couldn't be more different for Arsenal fans, including Ainsley Harriott, who's told talkSPORT the Gunners' performance against Bayern last night gave him the same feeling as when he takes a perfect souffle out the oven.
The rise, the gradual build-up, the folding in, and then suddenly to unleash those beautiful, beautiful goals, you know.
Elsewhere, Newcastle say they will be formally complaining to UEFA. That's after claiming their fans were subject to unnecessary pepper spray, batons and shields as they were held in the stadium post-match by Marseille police on Tuesday night. Newcastle fan Sean was at the game and he spoke to Jim earlier.
There was a leaking toilet that was just running and running. We were stood in that. The water was just raised, becoming higher and higher. People... And I was stood around. It was older gentlemen. There was young kids there. There was a young kid on his dad's shoulders crying.
And Rugby League Super League will celebrate its 30th birthday with a round of classic matches in March. Castleford will meet Bradford Bulls while Leeds face Warrington in Week 6, which is a repeat of their clashes on the opening day of the 1996 campaign. There's more on our website at talksport.com.
Driver talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Producer Joe's walking into the studio, so round of applause. Producer Joe, just give it a loud shout.
All right.
Are you looking forward to New York next week? Drive is coming to you from New York Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, we're off to Washington. How about that? Jack, you ready? Oh, no, you're coming. Never mind, Jack. You stay here, yeah, in the cold. Actually, it's freezing over there. You seen the temperature over in New York?
No.
We're going to have to wrap up one, Benny. Right, where are we? Oh, yeah, the question before the break, it was Miles Lewis-Skelly's the 5th English teenager to start 10 Champions League games. Bellingham and Trent also did it. Who are the other two?
Wazza?
No.
10 Champions League games, Wazza?
Just saying now. Yeah. Hold on, no, that can't be right.
18, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Man, was he quite trick on his debut?
Yeah.
Man United?
Yeah.
18. So he would have played 10 Champions League games in 2 years.
I mean, yeah. He should do, but his name's not here.
English?
Yep.
Milner?
No. One played for Man City and Man United and in Germany and Aston Villa.
Hold on. Jadon Sancho?
Yeah. And the other one's City.
Foden?
Rico Lewis.
Of course Rico Lewis.
Why is it must be on the list?
How was Nico Riley?
Rico Lewis, I said.
Yeah, but Nico Riley.
Oh, he wouldn't have played 10, would he?
No, but he's been about knocking about for a while now.
Yeah, but I doubt if he's played Champions League games. But you're right about Wazza. 2 years for Man United when we were playing Champions League football
every year.
Yeah. That would do me, DB. Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benty. Get them in now, 03717222344. But before that, it's time for this.
Drive worldwide. Why?
Yeah, time for Drive Worldwide, where we take a look at some of the biggest talking points from across the world of football. Joining us now is our European football expert guru and the catchphrase king, as we say hello and good afternoon to Kevin Hatchard. Hi, Kev.
How are we, chaps? We well?
Yeah, it's good. Good. How are you? What T-shirt you got on, Kevin?
It is a Star Wars Droids top.
Okay. You got a middle name, Kev?
Back in the day. I do, actually.
What is it? Can we guess?
Can
we have a guess?
You could have a few guesses. I'm not sure you'll get there, if I'm honest.
Cornelius.
But you could have a few. I'd like Cornelius if you're good. No.
Is
no.
it? Because I know you love your football. Is your middle name Edson Arantes do Nascimento?
Funnily enough, no, it isn't. It's quite old school. It's after my dear departed granddad. So
George.
You've got 3 more guesses. No, that kind of vibe.
Alfred.
Nearly.
Edward.
No, well, Alfred, so you've got part of it.
Vivian.
No, Fred.
Alfred. Alphonse.
Alphonse, I'd love. That'd
Yeah.
be great. Kevin Alphonse Hatchard. I might change it, actually.
You change your catchphrase just to, hey. That's the fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Go on, then.
That'd
What
be
is
great.
it? What is it, Kev?
Alberts.
Albert.
Albert.
Nice.
Yes.
Albie, I quite like it. It's an old school name. I like it. Right, listen, Albert, we've got lots to talk to you about. We're going to start by looking back at last night. We saw Arsenal smash Bayern 3-1. It leaves Mikel Arteta's side 3 points clear at the top of the Champions League table. Bayern Munich had a 100% record in the Champions League coming into this one. They hadn't been beaten since the World Club Cup as well. Were you surprised at the gulf between the two, certainly in the second half?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't expect Bayern to be overpowered quite in the way that they were, but I thought Arsenal were very, very smart. I thought they dealt with Bayern's rotations in attack really well. I thought Arteta played it spot on in terms of playing the ball long, because what that did was it took away Bayern's high press. And that's one of Bayern's greatest weapons. And that's how they were able to beat Paris in Paris, because they were able to push really high. Luis Diaz was a big part of that. I thought they missed Diaz, actually, because he's so good out of possession. And they really missed his kind of intensity in the press. And the Arsenal set pieces were outstanding, I thought. Not only the goal, but that series of set plays, almost all of them on the money, in the early part of the second half, really set the tone and built pressure. Crowd was great. It was just a really excellent Arsenal display. But it was interesting what Joshua Kimmich said. He said that the game against Paris was much more about football, whereas Arsenal was much more about the fight. And Arsenal came out on top in that particular physical battle.
Kev, when you look at some of the top teams around Europe, and you'd have seen them all, where do you currently put Arsenal in terms of being the best? Are they in the top 5? Where do you put them?
I think they've been the best team in the Champions League so far, you'd have to say, because the defensive record, the fact they've won all their games, they weren't great, actually, at times against Atleti and survived a couple of scares. But once they got the first goal, they absolutely demolished them after that. So they've been rock solid so far. And we said even before the tournament started, you'd have to have Arsenal as a live contender because they're so good defensively. I mean, they are incredible defensively. And the thing about set plays that really struck me last night, actually, we could talk about the design of them all we want, and we could talk about the players who attacked them. Obviously, they didn't have Gabriel last night. But without the delivery, it doesn't matter. You could design a set play that's the cleverest you've ever seen, but without a really good ball into the box, it's going to fall flat. Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka, absolutely outstanding. They're on the money so often.
Who's their main competition this season? Obviously PSG, I'm guessing you're going to throw in there as defending champions. Who else? If you were to name maybe 3 other sides, give me a group of 4 that you think are going to push Arsenal all the way to winning this competition.
I mean, I do think it's quite open. I mean, Real Madrid, I'm not having Barcelona as winners.
Okay.
For a lot of the reasons that we saw on Tuesday night, actually, at Stamford Bridge. I think if Real Madrid's managed to get... I think Xabi Alonso manages to get his ideas across and manages to placate some of those players, they have to be contenders, because if you've got Kylian Mbappe in the team, if you've got the attacking quality they've got, if they can sort out the defensive part of it, got probably the best goalkeeper in the competition as well, they've got to be in there. So you'd say Bayern, because I do think they'll bounce back. You'd say Paris. You'd say Real Madrid. I still think Manchester City will get their act together.
Do you?
And I think they'll be... Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Because you've got to think of when it's going to matter. because they can. That game against Leverkusen, it's a mistake, and he made too many changes.
Yeah, 10.
But we're talking by March, is Pep going to sort them out?
Yeah,
probably.
true.
And you look at the quality that they've got, and Rodri will be fitter by then, you would think, unless he has a setback. And they've won it already. So I think there's a fair few that can win it, but Arsenal deserve to be seen as favourites right now for what they've done in the competition.
Well, someone who's definitely going to be up there as favourites because they've won it more than anyone else. Real Madrid, Mbappe last night, who, whenever we do discussions about who would you take, Haaland, Mbappe, Kane, I've always said Mbappe. Another 4 last night, Kev. I mean, is he getting back to his best?
7-minute hat-trick as well, by the way.
7-minute, I mean, all finishes were nice as well. Is he getting back to his best?
I think he's been at his best for quite a while. I thought he was too hard on himself at the start of last season when he was talking about not hitting the level he expected and, you know, taking a while to adjust. He was still scoring goals and he was still affecting games. And I know he missed a couple of penalties, but generally I thought he played very well. And he had a phenomenal debut season for Real Madrid. And this season he's looked even sharper. He's the clear leader of the team in terms of who they look to in attack. And obviously Vinicius Junior has not taken that particularly well. But he deserves that status. I think, you know, his record for France is phenomenal. He's so consistent. He's making goals as well. And, you know, he's really embraced playing through the middle at times. So any team that's got him in it has got to feel like they can go far. As I say, the issue for them this season is the same as it was last season. It's, are they going to be strong enough defensively? And that's the big worry, because they've had a couple of away games where they got absolutely battered at Atletico, and that's a big problem. Liverpool beat them, and we know what shape Liverpool are in right now. And so that's a concern. But if he can fix those things, they've got to be in the mix, definitely.
I want to talk to you about a team you just touched on there, because when I asked you to name some of the teams that got a chance to win the Champions League, you missed out your beloved Liverpool. They got
I'd be a brave man, wouldn't I? I'd be a brave man to be.
What's happening with your team, Kev?
Loads of stuff. I just think there's no single department of that team that's working at the moment. And when you have a collective loss of confidence, that can happen. We saw it happen to Manchester City last season. We've seen it happen to Liverpool before, actually, when they were defending the Premier League title last time. Lots of new players. I think their idea was sound in the sense that they were trying to build for the next 4 years, not the next 4 months. But we know how brutal top-level football is. And if you start to falter, teams really start to have a go at you and think, right, this lot are beatable. Whereas last season, I think there was a spell where people just did not want to play Liverpool. But now even West Ham, as bad as they've been this season, would look at that game at the weekend and think that they could get the win. PSV, I thought, played it very smartly, but it was almost a kind of happy accident for them in the sense that they are so attack-minded and they commit so many men forward that they were able to exploit all of Liverpool's weaknesses. So you have to say they fully deserve that 4-1 win, one of their best, results of their recent history. Although you shouldn't forget, they put 6 past Napoli earlier in the group stage. So, yeah, Liverpool with a hell of a lot of work to do. I mean, if they could somehow turn that round and get that confidence back and get a bit of rhythm, I think they will make it through into the, they'll make the knockout phase. But it's just what they do from there.
So I don't know if you can see me. I'm not laughing at you. All right, I just had something.
After Monday, you should not be laughing at me.
Still above you in the league, Kev. All right.
Kev, obviously you know Wirtz really well, right? You've watched him, covered him. Like, he's a top player, but for whatever reason, it's just not happening for him. Why do you think that is? Because I was convinced when he got the move to Liverpool, I thought, oh my goodness, what a signing that is. Why do you think it's taken him a bit longer than probably we'd have liked to have seen him at his best?
Well, I don't think he has to take some of the blame for that, and I'm sure he would, because I think he's found the adaptation to a quicker league where you don't get as much time and a league that's a lot more physical. I think he's found that tough. But for all the reasons I've just mentioned, he's come into a team that hasn't functioned from the get-go. They've not played well. Even when they were winning games, they were not dominating teams. I do think he will be a great signing. I still believe that. I see no reason why Liverpool should give up on him at any stage. I think he's going to be a really important signing for them in the long term, but Liverpool need to get back to, and he's got to be part of this, they've got to get back to a fully functioning team. But it's really difficult because Liverpool are chasing almost every game from behind and they just can't dominate teams. And I still think all of that incredible skill he has, that incredible ingenuity he has, that hasn't disappeared. He's just not in a position to bring it to bear right now.
Well, Kev, from 5, we're taking calls on Liverpool, and I've got the answer to their problems. And I'm not joking, so stick around, have a listen to that, all right? I'm not winding you up. I can sort out.
You playing centre-back?
I think there's worse ideas.
Yeah.
Listen, always a pleasure for the time. Thanks for coming on, Kev. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, chap.
Cheers, Kev.
Yeah, we'll take your calls at 5. Liverpool fans, you can dial in now, 03 717 223344. Reminder that Barry Hearn joins us in the middle hour. And also another reminder that Villa and Celtic both in early kickoffs in Europe this afternoon. When we come back, we'll have team news ahead of their matches. Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Bent is alongside me and our friends at Just Eat. Feed your squad in time for kick-off. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by the president of Matchroom Sport, Sir Barry Hearn. Now, over on talkSPORT 2 at 5:45, you can hear Aston Villa against Young Boys in the Europa League. Team news for that one is in. Ian Danta has more. Hi, Dance.
Evening to you, Andy and Darren. Well, Villa are playing so well at the moment. 9 wins in their last 11, but they did lose their last Europa League fixture in late October when they went down by 2-1 against Go-Ahead Eagles. But they lie in 6th in the mega table, and lots of changes tonight for Villa. Only Martinez, Torres and Tielemans and Rodgers survive from the weekend win in the Premier League at Leeds United. Otherwise, it's all changed. Here's the lineup. Emi Martinez in goal. Victor Lindelof, Lamar Bogard, Pau Torres and Ian Matson in a back four. Yuri Tielemans and Amadou Onana are the holding midfielders. And then Evan Gesson, Morgan Rogers and Jadon Sancho behind Daniel Malen in attack against the young boys side from Switzerland, who are currently in 22nd at the moment, so just hanging on to a qualification spot. They've had a half-decent run of this competition. They've won 2 and lost 2 of the matches, beating FCSB and Ludogorets, but lost to 2 Greek sides in Panathinaikos and PAOK. And as this is a rare, Andy, tea-time kickoff in an English ground in the Europa League, they're only expecting an attendance of just over 30,000 rather than the regulation 40,000 here at Villa Park for a 5:45 kickoff, Aston Villa against Young Boys.
Perfection as always. Thanks for that, Dan's right. Celtic, they're also in Europa League action. They're away to Feyenoord. John Dunn has team news ahead of this one. Hi, John.
Good afternoon, Andy. Both sides in the lower reaches of the mega table of the Europa League. Both need improvement if they want to progress. Celtic make 3 changes from Saturday's 1-0 win at St Mirren. Colby Donovan, Luke McGowan and Hyun Yun Yang in for Anthony Ralston, Johnny Kenny and Sebastian Tuekti. Celtic 4 wins from their last 5. Feyenoord just 1 win from the same number. Head coach is Robin van Persie. He makes 3 changes from their 4-2 defeat to NEC Nijmegen at the weekend. The main threat will be Oase Ueda. He scored 13 goals in 13 league games. Van Persie also naming his teenage son, Shaquille, on the bench this evening. Could he make his debut? Kick-off 5:45, Feyenoord against Celtic.
Tremendous work as well. And, of course, if anything happens in those games, we'll keep you up to date right here on Drive Time. Right, time now for this.
Objection! Sustained. I sentence you to a lifetime of supporting United. Football Court is now in session with Judge Paddy on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yeah, time now for Order in the Court. We welcome Lewis Richards from our friends at Paddy Power for this week's Judge Paddy, who is here to rule on a topic that Bent and I are going to debate. Judge Paddy, how are you?
Oh, man, do you know, it's not... I've spent the last couple of years, laughing at other fans because Liverpool's been doing so well, but when it's happening to you, then I'll get down in the dumps, don't
Do you know what? 5 o'clock, I've got the answer to your problems, genuinely.
I heard that. It's on the alert, I will be tuning in.
Stick around.
Because I want to know. I want to know.
Right, they're good, genuinely. It's not me mucking about, I really do. What are we talking about this week?
Okay, so after recent heavy defeats from Arsenal and PSG and only 5 wins from 12 Premier League games, today we're asking if Thomas Frank is the right man for Spurs.
Okay, we've got 45 seconds each to make our cases, present our evidence, etc., etc. You're going to judge us on our knowledge, stats, delivery, and anything we can make up. Do you want Benty or me to go first?
Let's go with Benty this week, please.
Benty, your 45 seconds on Thomas Frank. Begin now.
Court is now in session, and it's already wildly unprofessional.
Yeah, I think he is the right man for Tottenham. After what happened last season with Ange Postecoglou finishing 17th, not good enough. And if you look at Thomas Frank's record, certainly wins at Brentford, 13th in the first year in the Premier League, 9th for Brentford, 16th, 10th. He's certainly a team that is improving, and he's good at building a team. And I just feel like his tactical awareness in terms of the system that he plays, his fluidity, I think he's the right man for the job. And I think the one thing that Spurs need is stability. And I think he's shown with his time at Brentford that he can be a stable manager. I'm not saying that they're going to be challenging for the Premier League title. I don't see that. But in terms of getting back to where Spurs would like to be, in terms of competing for getting back into Europe, I do think that he is the right man for the job. And I just think he's got the right temperament for it as well. Fresh ideas. And yeah, I believe he is.
That might be the longest. That's 45 minutes, wasn't it? Not seconds. What do you make of that one, Lewis?
It was good. It was good, though, weren't it? It's going to be hard to beat, mate. That is going to be hard to beat.
The problem is I'm not going to argue with him, so it's going to be a similar case.
But just try.
Okay, my 45 seconds begin now, Jack.
All rise for the Honourable Judge Paddy.
Yeah, I disagree with everything Benny said. I also think it's a little bit nuts to even question a new manager at a much bigger club, because whenever a manager goes to any club, they need time to get to know the players, the staff, etc. And I think it's going to take time for the fans to get used to a new style of football. But what the fans can expect is not what they had last year, and that was, as Benty alluded to, their terrible run in the Premier League. I know they won, of course, the Europa League, and that ticks so many boxes for Spurs. But in Thomas Frank, I think you've got a manager there with a bit of longevity at the club. I think a man that's going to bring a new style to the club as well. And I do think if Spurs, and they will stick with him, if they stick with him, they have a huge amount of success with him. The success I don't necessarily be getting to the top of that Premier League table, but I think Tottenham's aim for the next 2 or 3 seasons should be domestic cups. And I think Thomas Frank's perfect for that. There you go, Lewis.
Solid arguments. Solid.
Yeah.
It would be easy to say a draw. However, have to give it for Benty on the pure, that I feel bad for last week when I ruled with you instead of him for Arsenal. After seeing Arsenal dismantle Tottenham and then seeing them last night, a judge can admit when he was wrong. Benty, you should have won last week. I apologise. I give it to you this week.
Hey, listen, Josh, don't worry about it.
No retrospective.
That's fine, Josh. No, don't find it, Josh. I
Lewis,
appreciate that.
Lewis, you know what? You're dead to me.
Right. Depending on what you say at 5 o'clock, we could feel the same way, yeah?
Trust me.
I want to know. I want to know.
I've got the answer to Liverpool's worries. Listen, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on. We'll speak to you on next week's show.
Cheers,
Thanks, man.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
A big thanks to our friend Lewis. There will be another debate in front of Judge Paddy next week, 18+. BeGambleAware.org.
Judge Paddy on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
You're dead to me.
Yeah, don't even recognise him anymore. When we come back, I have the answer to Liverpool's problems. Liverpool fans, you can phone up and tell me about your problems. 03717 223344. And then at 5:30, Lord Sir Barry Hearn will be in the studio. Amongst things we'll be chatting about will be the return of the Mosconi Cup. It's back. It's in Ali Pali. It's next week. There's still a few tickets available. If you don't have yours, go get them now. More from me and Benny right after this, live on Drive on talkSPORT.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
Welcome back to our number 2 of Drive Time on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, the housewife's favourite, and Darren. Oh, I've had my knee drained, Bent.
How are we, Darren? We well?
Oh, Kev, you're back on again. Love that, Kev. What are we talking about now?
No, we just played that. That's just a recording of him. Still to come, we'll be hearing your question in Benty, your chance to ask Darren anything you want. The weirder the better. Just say about number 03717223334. Save that in your phone, head to WhatsApp, open it up, send us a voice note. It must start with "What's happening, Benty?" and of course put your name in it. But now, how on earth did Liverpool save their season?
It's pulled back to Driewerk, 4-1, emphatic finish, and Liverpool have been sliced apart yet again.
I'm in shock at what I'm watching. I think it's inevitable he gets the sack before the end of the year.
I don't agree with the slot out though. He brought a 20th Premier League title to the club. You can't just get rid of someone who's delivered that sort of success.
And you can just about hear the boos of the Liverpool fans because the Dutch league leaders have masterminded a brilliant result here to pile more pressure on Arne Slot and Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool are officially on their worst run of form since 1954. After losing for the 9th time in 12 games last night, they were tonked 4-1 at Anfield by PSV, which came just days after they were tonked at home 3-0 against Forest. Their gaffer Arne Slot spoke to the media today. He said that he's been reassured of his future by the sporting director, Richard Hughes.
Yeah, we've had the same conversations as we've had since I'm here.
And as I'm not sure if I said it last night, but we fight on and we try to improve. That's what we all try. But the conversations have been the same as they've been for the past 1.5 years.
Right, Liverpool chat. 03717222334. I said at the top of the show I've got the answer to Liverpool's problems. I genuinely do, right? You tell me if I'm wrong. 9 defeats out of 12. Something's broken. Liverpool at the moment, as a football club, are broken.
Yeah.
Right? That's not just a poor run of form. I think it's something bigger and deeper and darker than that. As in, I just look at the players and I just feel that they're not playing for the manager. I look at his body language in press conferences. He doesn't look comfortable. He's making mistakes when he's talking to journalists. I just think it ain't working now. Something's happened between him and the players.
Something's happened, but they're definitely not.
They're not right.
At the minute, they're not aligned. And, I mean, it's funny because they started that week, and it was a week when they beat Villa, they beat Real Madrid, and it was like, okay, if they're going to play City and they beat City, then they're back, right? But obviously getting beat by City, then Forest, then the result last night.
They haven't looked good all season.
They haven't. Even when they were winning games earlier on in the season, they were nicking results, last-minute winners and stuff.
And I've always said that when Liverpool fans and football fans were phoning me up last season going, oh, he's amazing, we're going from one to the other. Wait until next season. I've always said this, you can go back, wait until next season. He's taken over an unbelievable team. I sound like a broken record. 4 of his players that he was handed over, if you like, are arguably in the Premier League greatest side of all time. And that's Mohamed Salah, Trent, Virgil and Alisson, right? It's an argument to be had, but at least there's an argument, right?
My only pushback with that is that you're right in terms of you said about him picking up Klopp's team, but he did manage to pick them up and win the league when Klopp in his last season didn't.
Right. But he still inherited
a very, very, very good team.
One of the top, if not the top squad or first 11 of players in the Premier League last season, right? Arsenal, we just didn't happen. Man City were a bit of a busted flush last season, and he inherited. Of course, he had to do it. And I always said, when players leave Liverpool and he has to bring new players in, and then maybe a couple of players aren't getting on, or he's got problems, or the wrong players have come in, that's when we'll find out what kind of manager is. I don't think he'll get it back. I think Liverpool with him are broken.
No, I think they'll give him a bit of time.
I don't. Here's the problem. Here's the answer, rather. Here's the answer to the solution. What can Liverpool do to get out of this mess? And it is a mess. The league's over. They're done. Right? The season's over. The only thing Liverpool realistically can do, of course domestically, is win the Champions League. They're not going to win the Premier League. If they're going to pull their season back and have a great season, the Champions League is their only hope. They're not going to win the Premier League. Here's what I think they should do. They should cut their losses, get rid of Slot. It ain't working, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steven Gerrard is the answer.
Yeah.
Bring back, give it to Stevie G to the end of the season. He comes in. He gets that feel-good factor back at Liverpool, back at Anfield. When one of the greats come back, everyone's lifted.
Yeah.
Imagine what it would be like. A bit like United with Giggsy in the dugout, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Carrick was there as well, there's that feel-good feeling. Even when Solskjaer, to a point, when he came back, there was that lift. Liverpool at the moment, as a club, they're on their knees, right? It's the worst that they've been for, how many years I say? Like, since 1954. The worst they've been since 1954. They need something to get them back. Steven Gerrard for Liverpool, between now and the end of the season, is the answer. Get Steven Gerrard.
Even though, obviously, his last stint in the Premier League, Villa weren't.
I know, but look what he did up north.
Yeah, that's before he got to Villa.
Yeah. I know, it just wasn't. Sometimes you get a manager goes to the club, like a slot, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, Liverpool fans will be listening to this. Hold on. And they'll be going, that's the answer. Get Steven Gerrard in.
I just don't know. I mean, listen, he won the league last year, Arne Slot. The year before that, third. The year before that, fifth. The year before that, second. Third.
With who?
This is Liverpool. I'm talking about before. So Slot won it last year.
Yeah.
Klopp before that, third. Fifth. Second. So to come in and win it in your first season, I think it's impressive.
Someone else scored.
I do think, but regardless, he's still done it, right? I do find it. I just don't think Liverpool operate that way, where they're going to sack him and then put somebody temporary in charge.
They want to save the season. He'll get nothing out of this slot. They'll lose to West Ham at the weekend.
Well, I mean, if they lose to West Ham, then it's a different conversation. But
they'll lose to West Ham. All of a sudden, they're going.
Okay, what about if Liverpool beat them, smashed them 5?
That won't happen.
Well, if it does,
that won't.
No, would you bet money that they wouldn't beat them comfortably?
Would I bet, mate? If you want to bet on that,
where's your phone?
Someone going at the front door. Is that what I'm going to do about it?
You take the vibrator off.
He's stopped it.
No, it's
they won't tonk West Ham. You know that, and I know that.
Yeah, no, I just think, I think he's earned the right for a little bit longer. I just do. I know it's bizarre.
1954. 9 of 12. Something's broken, Benny.
Mate, 12 games, right? He's lost 9 of 12, right?
Lost, not one.
Yeah, lost. 12. Come off the back of winning the league. And you want to give him 12 games and just go down.
That's what I'm saying. The team has gone. That team's gone. He won the league. As soon as you start making... I said this with your manager, like, he won the FA Cup with someone else's squad, right?
I say I never buy that.
But that's a fact.
No, but I never buy, because that's the case with loads of managers.
But we find out how great a manager is when they start bringing their players in.
Okay, but Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea, won the Champions League, won his squad. But no one ever throws at him.
No, because he carried on greatness.
No, but my point, he didn't win anything after that.
Well, he didn't get a chance. He was sacked.
No, but he still was there after that.
I know, but he didn't have a chance, did he? He was sacked halfway through the next season.
But because he's won it, we laud Thomas Tuchel. He's won Champions League. He's an elite manager. And rightly so. I love Thomas Tuchel, but I do think Arne Slot deserves a little bit more time. I just think, listen,
I think he's done. I think he's broken.
I get it. 12 to lose 9 out of 12 is for Liverpool Football Club is nowhere near good enough. That is unacceptable. I get that, but surely the guys all season he's won the league. He's bought a little bit more time than 12 games.
I don't think it's to do with credit in the bank. You've either got it or you haven't. I think Liverpool are broken.
So 38 games last season, he's got it, and 12 he hasn't.
Right, if you had the same squad you had last season, I would go, hold on a minute, just hold on. But these are his players now.
No, see, I just don't think...
Look at the headache he's got with the forwards.
No, I get that.
Look at Konate.
Yeah, but I'm not sacking him because he's got a headache.
Yeah, but look at Salah.
I mean, Konate's performances have been... But this is my point, though.
Have the balls to drop Salah. Every other player gets dropped. Salah's not getting dropped.
See, that's a separate issue. But he probably would have foreseen this season, right, all these players just dropping off a cliff, man. Even Virgil, who is the calm, collected, like one of the best defenders we've ever seen, even he's having to wobble a little bit because his performances haven't been up to the level of usual high standards.
You know what it is? Because the two fullbacks aren't there.
I know, but sometimes it's not about blaming everyone else. You've got to look at yourself sometimes. So Virgil's performances haven't been as good as we know he can be. Salah's numbers have completely dropped off. Gakpo's numbers are not quite there. Ekatiké's been good, but he's having to deal with the whole, I should be playing, but Isak's there.
Whenever a team does well...
The midfield three ain't quite working. And Konate's form, I don't know what's happened to him.
Whenever a team... You can't argue with this. Whenever a team does well, it's the manager. Whenever a team does bad, it's the manager. This is a fact.
Not really.
Oh, it is.
Mate, last year... Last year wasn't just about Slot. How many times did we come in and go, Salah? So it's not just about the manager. Yes, he takes the credit because he's the guy.
But we hear so often these players need to step up. There should be no, it's the manager's job to get the best out. That's his job, get the best out of them.
I get it, but sometimes players have to look at themselves.
No, I don't buy into that. Otherwise, you wouldn't need a manager.
That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Okay, who's the best manager in the Premier League?
Pep.
Why?
Because he's won the most. He's been successful.
There you go. You never answered that with, well, it depends what players he's got.
Yeah, but still, there are...
He makes them step up.
No, but there are some players who have played for Pep that haven't been good enough. He's let them go.
But he turns players into good players.
Oh, no, I do think that. I honestly think players have got to look at themselves sometimes. It's not always just the manager's fault.
No. What's the manager's job?
Yeah, to manage. But it's also my as a player, it's the manager's job to manage. It's my job to put performances on the pitch.
Yeah,
like if I'm missing chances or can't pass the ball from 5 yards, that's not Arne Slot's fault. That's my fault. If Konate doesn't decide to go and attack the ball and lets it go behind him, that's not Slot's fault.
Very rare you'll get a team win a major with anything but a very, very, very good manager.
I don't know about that.
Telling you.
I don't know about that. Sometimes you can get managers that...
Name a poor manager that's won the Prem.
Poor manager that's won the Prem?
Yeah.
Okay, so Slot's not poor.
He wasn't with someone else.
No, but he can't go from good to poor.
That was his team.
No, I'm not having it.
I'm telling you.
No, I'm saying, listen, he deserves a lot of flack, and rightly so for the system.
You now.
But players have to take... Like last night...
Will he get it back?
Okay, look, quick, another example. Arne Slot's in charge. Is it his fault Virgil puts his hand up like that and handball? No, it's not. So that's one goal.
Right.
Konate decides to let the ball go over his head.
Who picked him?
No, but still... Okay,
well, I'm not picking Konate.
You dropping Virgil?
I'm not picking Konate.
Are you dropping Virgil?
No, but I'm not picking Konate.
Okay, but I said the first one, Virgil. Are you dropping Virgil?
No, I agreed with that. And then you moved on to Konate.
Yeah, because he made a mistake.
I'm not picking Konate.
The last one, Virgil, when it goes in behind him. And then they roll it across.
If you look at the last one, right, the ball's picked up in the middle of the park. Salah's like two yards from the attacker, and just stops running.
You haven't said about the Virgil one.
Hold on,
There's Virgil's two.
No. I agree with. I said I agree with that.
But and the second one, the last one as well, where he runs past him.
Right. Well, okay. What about the mix-up with the strikers? You got two strikers. You're peeing both of them off.
No, I get that, and it's annoying. And this is where Slot deserves stick. I'm not defending him.
Right.
But my point is,
playing Salah. I'm not. You got to earn your place.
I'm telling you now, it's harder than you think.
Of course it is.
To drop a player.
When I'm paid £5 million a year, I'm making decisions that are tough.
No,
I'm telling you now. We're open the switchboard, right? 03717.
You're saying players have no responsibility.
I'm telling you, Liverpool fans will know that Steven Gerrard's the answer.
But I bet you Liverpool fans will also say some of the players need to look at their own performances.
Yeah, I hear that. They do. But ultimately, it's down to man management.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm not having that.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not.
If you pick the 11, the formation, the substitutions and tactics,
Yeah.
you take a big part of that blame.
Okay, but if the players that you pick are making mistakes, then what do you do?
Get them off.
No, I'm not having it. Well, you're not taking Virgil
Are
off.
you picking Kanate?
At the minute, because there's no one else.
03717223344. I think Liverpool are broke. I think Steven Gerrard's the answer. What do you think? 03717223344. Liverpool fans, you can have your say after this. Drive the talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, and our friends at Just Eat, the app for all your delivery needs. Still to come, we're bringing you what's happening. Benny, get your WhatsApp voice notes in for Darren right now. 03717223344. But now we're taking your calls. Do Liverpool need Steven Gerrard to save their season? I just want to go on record and say that I'm the first person that's come up with this. I think it's, I don't know why I'm helping Liverpool out, but great idea. I think it'd be such a lift for the club. I really do. Carl is a Liverpool fan. I think he agrees with me. Hello, Carl.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Darren.
How do you, mate? You're right.
I feel a bit dirty helping Liverpool out here, but I genuinely think that's the answer. Stevie G coming in. I think it'd give the whole city a lift.
I agree with you 50% of the way, in so much that I think he should be brought in. Heitinger was there last year as a coach with Slot.
Yeah.
He left to go and take a manager's job.
I think he's. You know what though? I think Johnny Heitinger's struggling now as well. You know, I think he might have been sacked.
Well, Van Bronckhorst has come in. Apparently, he's not really settled, not happy. So I'd bring Steven Gerrard in as part of the coaching staff, along with Slot, because I think, okay, it's nice when you see your manager standing on the sidelines. If you saw Steven Gerrard,
he won't do that, Gerrard. He won't do that.
Well,
let me ask you this. If Steven Gerrard said, "I'll come back to Liverpool, but not as a number 2, as a number 1," who would you rather have there?
Well, it depends. Yes, I mean, obviously, if Steven Gerrard could prove himself as a manager, all right, he did it. He did okay in Scotland, but you know, he didn't do very well at Aston Villa.
I'm taking
But
Slot.
going back to the players, I agree to some extent. Again with you, Andy, Canate should never pull on a Liverpool shirt again. I've been telling you guys for 2 seasons that guy is absolute rubbish, and everyone's been going on. Got to give him the money, give him a contract. He is absolutely awful.
Carl, listen, I want to get through as many as I can. Thanks for that. That was a great call. Steve, he's a Liverpool fan. He's next. Hi, Steve.
All right, lads.
How are you, man? You all right?
I'm good, thanks. I'm just sick of hearing fans say he won the league last season. You can't sack him. Joe Fagan won a treble in his first season. It wasn't because Joe Fagan was some kind of Superman. It was because of what was left behind the year before.
Yeah, go on.
So therefore, Slot, I just don't know what his system is. I can't work out how his formation's supposed to work. It seems to change. And
would you rather have Steven Gerrard?
I'd have Gerrard as a number 2 to Klopp.
What about as a manager?
No, I don't think it's proven enough.
No, see, I'm with Steve. Like, I get it from a PR perspective, and to giving everyone a lift, Steven Gerrard, I get it. But who's a better manager out of the two? Arne Slot.
But nothing's happening at the moment. You want to save
but yours is that you're using a
save the season.
I almost feel it's a little bit of fake. Like, he's not been good enough. I understand this season, right? But we've got a large sample size, which is a season where he done really well, won the league, and we're giving him now a really small sample size. The guy is not good enough.
9-12. That doesn't happen.
He won the league. He won the league for the first time in 5 years.
I would have got top 4 with that Liverpool team.
Did you? We wouldn't win it though.
I might have done. Andy's a Liverpool fan. Hi, Andy.
Yes, hello, gentlemen. How are you?
I'm good, man. Off you go. What's your view on all things Stevie G?
Utterly absurd, mate. Frying pan into the fire. And I don't know whether you're just saying this as a wind up, but absolutely absolutely atrocious.
Why?
Like,
What's happening at the moment with your team?
Because they'll ferry, Gerrard gets ferried in. There's absolutely zero guarantee based on Gerrard's history that he would be able to turn it round. Now, there's something very wrong at the minute. And, Slot looks like a rabbit caught in the headlights half the time. And that combined with players not down in tools, because I don't think players really down tools, but players not motivated. And I don't know how much impact Diogo Jota's death has had on the team. But you can't, as a Liverpool supporter, I'm just trying to search for answers about it. And it's very difficult. I mean, we had this after we won the Premier League under Klopp, I think it was the following season where we had a run where we lost 6 out of 7 or something like that, if you remember that.
Yeah.
And we got through that because, Klopp is a great man manager and he's a great motivator and he was able to turn the ship, as it were. But it's a funny one. But I definitely don't think Gerrard's the answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's again. I think if you bring him back as a coach, maybe that's right. But I just don't see why you'd Like, I get it.
I think the club's on its knees at the moment.
No, honestly.
They lose to West Ham at the weekend, mate.
On its knees.
It's broken.
I don't know about broken.
At the moment, they're broken.
I don't quite agree with that. Broken.
They lost 3-0 at home to Forest at the weekend.
Still.
Just got smashed 4. They've just conceded, 7 goals in 2 games.
Broken is that's like last season, Man United, Tottenham, like where you not think that's broken. That ain't going to happen to Liverpool. That is not
They're going that way.
No, that ain't happening to Liverpool.
They're going that way.
No.
If the league started 12 games ago, they're in the bottom 3.
Yeah, but again, small sample size. You're trying to discredit.
Well, it did start 12 games.
You're trying to discourage Arne Slot from all last season.
I just see the body language. I think he's lost the players.
You're giving him no credit for winning the league last year.
No, I am, but it's someone that you...
No, but no.
I think you're...
No, but you're giving him no
just
credit.
Just like the fella say, Joe Fagan did the treble.
Right, you're talking about a large sample size, one season, not giving him no credit, but you want to throw the book at him for 12 games.
I don't think he'll be there at the end of the season, do you?
Yeah, I do. I think he'll turn it around, yeah.
All right, so what's turn it around?
Like they're not going to win the league, but they'll certainly challenge and get in the top 4.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll take your calls in just a moment. Still to come. Oh, we'll be joined in the studio by the president of Matchroom Sport, Sir Barry Hearn. But first, it's time for No Googling. Last night, David Luiz became the second oldest player to ever score a Champions League goal. 38 years and 218 days. Great question.
Who's the oldest?
Who's the oldest? Who's the oldest player to ever score a Champions League goal? It's not Ronaldo.
I think I know.
What does it begin with?
Same initial.
No. Who are you thinking of?
Raul.
No, it's not him. The answer to that, and Lord Hearn in the studio after this.
Liverpool are not in crisis, says Simon Jordan.
But have we reached the point in society, or in anything in life, that the default setting, the moment it becomes hard, is fire somebody, get rid of somebody, get somebody out,
Simon says for Slot, Spend is his friend, that the Liverpool hierarchy will be some way off considering firing the man the club spent £400 million worth of players on. Meanwhile, things couldn't be more different for Arsenal fans, including Ainsley Harriott, who's told talkSPORT the Gunners' performance against Bayern last night gave him the same feeling as when he takes a perfect souffle out the oven.
The rise, the gradual build-up, the folding in, and then suddenly to unleash those beautiful, beautiful goals, you know.
Elsewhere, Newcastle say they will be formally complaining to UEFA. That's after claiming their fans were subject to unnecessary pepper spray, batons and shields as they were held in the stadium post-match by Marseille police on Tuesday night. Newcastle fan Sean was at the game and he spoke to Jim earlier.
There was a leaking toilet that was just running and running. We were stood in that. The water was just raised, becoming higher and higher. People... And I was stood around it. It was older gentlemen. There was young kids there. There was a young kid on his dad's shoulders crying.
And Rugby League Super League will celebrate its 30th birthday with a round of classic matches in March. Castleford will meet Bradford Bulls while Leeds face Warrington in Week 6, which is a repeat of their clashes on the opening day of the 1996 campaign. There's more on our website at talksport.com.
This is Driver talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent is alongside me. In a moment, I'll say hello to the legend that is Barry Hearn. But first, the answer to the no Googling question. Last night, David Luiz became the second oldest player to ever score a Champions League goal. He was just over 38, nearly 39. Who's the oldest at 40 years and 290 days?
Golsey.
Pepe.
Oh, yeah.
Pepe. Oh, yeah.
Header.
Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening in Benty. But now, the Moscone Cup is back next month. Next month, yes. It returns to the historic Alexandra Palace after a record-breaking success in Orlando last year. Let's get more on this now. I'm delighted to be joined in the studio by the president of Matchroom Sport and, of course, Netflix superstar. Sir Barry Hearn is with us. Hello, Barry. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Andy, and a pleasure to be with you fine gentlemen on this sweet evening.
Well, it's lovely to have you in the studio. You know I'm a big fan of yours. Firstly, I congratulate you on the success of your Netflix show. It did really well.
It's done amazingly well. It's very difficult to judge when it's about you and your family, effectively, you know. But we've had literally from all over the world. It's done some major business.
But I have one problem with it.
Go on.
The big picture of you. No, I wasn't it. The big picture of you.
Oh, do you know what? I put that picture's done by a genius artist, by the way, but also it's at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So what you've got this feeling is when you arrive at Matchroom, you know someone's watching.
But my question, you're sort of naked in it.
I know, why? I don't know either. But I'm one of these people, I just do as I'm told. You know, I went in to see this very creative guy, and he said, "Right, take your shirt off." I took my shirt off. If he'd have said take my trousers off, I'd have probably done that as well, because I just obey instructions. That's what happens when you've been married for so long.
It's a nice picture. I like it. It's nice.
It's good.
Listen, we've got so much to talk to you about. We'll talk about boxing. We'll talk about AJ. We'll talk about darts. Of course, we've got to tick that box a bit later on. But let's start with chat about the Moscone Cup.
Yeah.
It's only a few days away. It begins the middle of next week.
Yeah.
I know that Friday has sold out. At Ali Pali, just over 2,000 tickets. There's only a few tickets left. My advice, Gangi, if you're around and you're near Ali Pali, even if you're not actually get tickets, it's one of the best live events you can actually go to in the sporting calendar. I'm a big fan of it, as you all know, but this is an event that's been going over 30 years now.
It's amazing. Now I remember Willie Mosconi, bless him, died in 1993, and I was in New York doing some boxing business and bumped into Bill Caton, you may have remembered, who managed Tyson in those days. Wow. But he also signed up, and I never knew this, he signed up all the pool players in America and then did virtually nothing for them. And I went into his office, and Mosconi died, I think, September 93. I was in his office in December, and I said, I want to do something to keep his name, you know, because he was the greatest of all time, no question.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you know, what can I do? I said, well, I need permission. And he put me on to Flora, which was Willie's wife. And obviously she was 2 or 3 months into, you know, grieving the loss of her long-standing husband. And I said, I want to do an event called the Mosconi Cup, and I want to preserve Willie's name forever, like the Ryder Cup in golf.
Mm.
And she said to me, I think Willie would love that. And that was it. There was nothing, just literally a handshake over telephone, and we've done it ever since.
Did you think back then it would be as big as it is today? Because I'm lucky enough to present quite a few of them. I think like 8 or 9. But and one I really enjoyed was one of the smaller venues, if you like, Bethnal Green, York Hall, which was fantastic. But Ali Pali, over 2,000. I mean, it's just incredible.
It's like when darts meet snooker, you know? Technically, people don't understand how technically difficult and clever 9-ball pool is. It's the classic crash bang wallet from The Hustler, The Colour of Money. It's got characters because they survive in atmosphere, don't they? These guys make a living playing tournaments and money matches, and they have to be personalities to survive at all. It's cutthroat. But then you go to something like the Mosconi, and now suddenly you're playing for your country, or in our cases, we're not part of Europe, really, are we? But we didn't. We didn't change the Mosconi basis post Brexit. We just ignored it as probably a bloody good idea. So we carry on as European, but it's a different type of team pressure than it is being an individual, like in any sport. You know, any team sport, you bear responsibility for the end result, whatever your role is, because you're part of a team. Singles, boxing, things like that, it all stops with you. And the Mosconi is so intense. You know, it gets a bit loud. It gets a bit, you know, as I say, it's the technical skills of snooker with the party atmosphere, which is a real party atmosphere.
There's a prize
the following week.
There's a prize for the best dressed as well, isn't there? Fancy dress
this year. Well, we thought,
it's
you know
a great
what?
idea.
You see the people we get dressing up for the darts. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
The effort some people put into it. It'd be days of work to get ready for that nanosecond as the camera sweeps across the crowd. There he is. And I've been on TV, you know. It's just, I just think we just got to remember that sport's about fun as well. And we all want to see the best technical players in the world because we are fans, but we want to do it in a party atmosphere because the world's not such a great place a lot of the time, and all the problems we get, whether it's a budget or whether it's a world war or whatever. I mean, can we just chill out? Sport is just a great healer at every level. Mosconi is fun, but technically superb. And, of course, Europe's in the lead since that 34 years of action. This is the 34th edition. You and I were boys, Andy. You were really young. I mean, Benty, you were, you know, a bit.
I haven't been born yet, Darren.
Do you notice it getting bigger every year? And the reason why I say that is because, of course, your documentary on Netflix, I didn't know too much about pool, but then when I watched it, I thought, wow, like it seems to be growing, the kind of production behind it. Have you noticed a big, almost explosion since that Netflix documentary?
I think it's been a mild explosion. I mean, what I'm seeing with darts at the moment is a global explosion that I've never seen anything like. I've been in the sports business for coming up for 50 years doing events now. In fact, 71, 51 years. There you go. I forgot a couple of years. But pool has been growing because it is a true global game. On the back of American influence around the world, they took pool tables. So, you know, if you go to the Philippines, pool is not so much a sport as a religion. Wow. You know, and so it's spread everywhere. And people want their own local heroes and their national heroes. And now, you know, we have Matra Multisports, which Emily Fraser, care of Netflix fame, you know, she runs the World 9-Ball Tour, and there are events all over the world. It's a truly global sport. But we are feeling that this is going to be the next darts. We think it might take 5 more years.
Wow. Can I ask you, on the back of that, you mentioned, of course, that the atmosphere at Ali Pali for the darts and for the pool is second to none. It's very loud. I know that there's a few events, maybe one, maybe more. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Snooker, you have the shootout where people are screaming.
Correct.
Do you think that sport will go, maybe snooker will go more towards that way? Because predominantly snooker, even if you open a packet of crisps...
I think for the smaller events, it'll get a bit louder and a bit wilder, and people will be encouraged, because at the end of the day, we're running a business. We need to attract new, young markets. You know, the average age... We look at, if you take darts, for example, when I started with darts, the average age in the audience was 55 to 65. Today, it's 20 to 25.
Wow.
It's a quantum shift. There were 3% of women in the audience. There's now 30% of women in the audience. Now, this is you adjust your business policy to changing demands. And snooker's got to do that as well. But they get away with it at the Crucible because it's such a small venue. There is an older audience that have been coming for years and years, and they follow different rules. Whereas the pool, the shootout in snooker is wild. It's in Blackpool. It's virtually sold out. It's done very well. And that's more like pool. And the players, you know, we have to embrace change. We can't stick our head in the sand and say, wake me up when it's all over.
No.
So I think it's great with snooker that they've got a choice of what type of event. UK Championship starts this weekend. You know, it's up in York. It's a beautiful venue. Interestingly, I looked down the way here today, and every single snooker event I've got is way past its best ever ticket sales. So that tells me, you know, because, you know, I'm a money man as well. I'm not just a nice person.
That surprises
but
me.
It does surprise me. But it tells me that we're doing it right.
Let me ask you, mentioned the Crucible there.
Yeah.
Where are we at with that?
They've got till December to come back with a plan. And we're coming up for December, and I'm waiting.
So hold on, we're literally four days away.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got until 27 for it to run out. But obviously, if I have to make alternate plans, I've got to move earlier than 27, which means I've got to move in 26, and next year is 26. So the clock is ticking.
Oh, sorry, when you say you've got to move in 26, as in if they don't come up with
Well, I've got to find another venue. I've got to find another...
For next year's World Championship?
No, for 27.
Right.
So the contract with the Crucible runs out at the end of the World Championships, May 27. And clearly there's going to be either no offer or there's going to be something that makes, you know, it's a tiny...
So they've got this month or December to come up with their solution.
They've got to come up with a solution that seems possible for us.
So am I right in saying that...
We won't be making a decision by 31st December.
Okay.
By 31st December, Sheffield, or I know want to keep it, are going to say to me something like, this is what we can do. Is that enough to keep it? And everyone's pulling in the direction of saying, we really would like to stay in Sheffield, but I've got a situation where I have got to increase the prize money in the World Snooker Championships, not for any other reason other than the darts players are getting £1 million and they're getting £500,000. They're on BBC, the darts players on Sky.
Can I ask as well on the back of that? So with the darts, it's at Ali Pali, it's the home of darts, if you like, the World Championship. If you were to move the World Snooker Championship, would you take it on the road, or would you have it? Would you like to have it in the same place every year after that?
No, I'm honestly an open book. I'm completely open, dare I say it, to the most amount of money wins the day.
Abroad?
Yes.
Saudi?
So, possibly. China, more likely.
Okay.
Because obviously with the Chinese World Championship, I can have a bidding war between Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, and say which city wants to stage one of the biggest events in the world, 500 million viewers. So it's worth a huge amount of money.
Let me ask you this, because we've got to go to right and we'll talk boxing and darts on the back of it. Let me ask you this. If you were a gambling man and you had to come up with a one-word answer, in 2028, where do you think the World Snooker Championships will be?
Sheffield.
Okay. We'll have a quick break. More from the superstar that is Barry Hearn right after this. This is Drive Live on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside our friends at Just Eat. Score a winner with your favourite match day meals delivered in the box. Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benty. We have got the legend that is Barry Hearn with us in the studio, the president of Matchroom. Before the break, we were talking all things Mosconi Cup. By the way, I should point out, it is next week. It's the 3rd to the 6th at Ali Pali. There are a few tickets still available. Just go to the website, alexandrapalace.com, to get your tickets. Don't hang around, by the way, because they go very quick. I know Friday's already a sellout, 2,000 fans. It's fantastic. And if you've got fancy dress, wear it. You might win a prize as well. Right, we've got darts to talk to you about.
Yeah.
And boxing. Let's talk darts first. Have you? I'm sure you've been asked this a million times. Have you ever seen an explosion in any sport you've been connected with, similar to the one we saw?
51 years of promoting sport and enjoying every day, I have never in my life seen anything like this global, not the UK. UK's got, obviously it's got massive, this global explosion in a sport. And darts is literally giving opportunity and excitement all over the world. I mean, some amazing countries are. There's a new kid just come out of Mongolia who's sensational.
How old is he?
And I think he's 15 or 16.
Wow.
Maybe 14 or 15. But it's everywhere. And it is, when you understand sport, you realise there's no barriers to entry. Why is football so big? You've got a ball, you can play, you can kick a ball. It might be in your street, might be in the park, it might be on a football ground. You've got a set of darts. Don't cost you any money. There's no club to join. You can put the dartboard up in your bedroom if you don't fancy going out and smash the granny out at the treble 20. And then you have an infrastructure below that. We can actually go out and earn prize money. And there's 14, 15-year-old kids, 10-year-olds. I've never seen it. We're all in awe of Luke Littler at the moment, but trust me, it's not going to be one-way traffic.
Where have you taken darts to that had no idea what a dartboard looked like?
Just about everywhere. I mean, it's what I do. That's what we do. But we're talking about, we have Premier League darts in China now for the Chinese. We've just finished Premier League darts Australia for the Australian players. Simon Whitlock won it.
Upside down.
No. Just looks that way. No, Simon Whitlock won that, and he retired, went to Australia, won Premier League darts. He's back in the World Championships. Wow. Unbelievable stories. Everywhere you go, whether it's Malaysia, whether it's Hong Kong, whether it's Thailand, there's dartboards everywhere. Yeah. And now, I mean, you always get a good coup, don't you? So this is it. Next year, massive launch in the USA for Matchroom Sport. Darts and pool. New York office. Go out there and show the Americans how you promote sport properly. That's our target for next year. So we're not slowing up, mate. We've done all right, but we think there's more to go.
Because you've taken the darts absolutely everywhere, have you known the competitiveness get even better?
Yes. Well, I'll give you an example, Benty. So Eric Bristow won the World Championships, 106 years ago. I think his average was in the high 80s.
Oh, my goodness.
Today, if you don't average 110, you've got zero chance. I'm seeing 10-year-olds having 100-plus averages. I'm seeing 11 and 12-year-olds having 9 darters. Now, that's not that they're not the finished product, but they have a hell of a start. If they keep that up, and now they can sit there and go, I can actually earn a living at this. And when you come from a working class background, like most of us do, all we want is opportunity. Give us the opportunity, we'll show you how good we are. And darts is completely level playing field, open door activity, without, don't matter who your dad is, don't matter what how much money you got. It just matters what your average is and can you play the sport properly.
I need to talk to you about boxing. Time is up against us. Last question on darts. Yeah. How long's it Ali Pally for? I don't mean duration. I mean like this year, next year, the year after.
Yeah,
and so on.
I mean, we have no plans.
Oh, fine. You're happy with it there?
I'm happy-ish. I need more. I need more tickets because I sold 125,000 tickets in 10 minutes. The biggest demand. It was just about in line with Glastonbury. That tells you what we're talking about here.
Wow. And the same amount of mess as well.
And yeah, probably it's a messy old thing. But we do tidy up every day.
I know.
Or we try. But I think we're looking at how we can get more people in because we need to. If you don't satisfy demand goes somewhere else.
You've got a bigger room in Ali Pally.
Yeah.
Could it go there eventually?
Yeah, I think
it could go there.
And then we'd be talking, several thousand more per day, and we can keep up. I don't want people to get fed up with it and say, I've tried for 5 years to get a ticket and I can't get in. We've got to move with the crowd. Yeah. We've got to entertain the bigger audiences.
Yeah, I think you need a few more heaters in that hall. But let's talk boxing. We've only got you for about 2.5 minutes more. AJ against Jake Paul.
Great.
When Eddie phoned you up and told you about that.
Well, when I finished laughing. Oh, mate. Listen, I love phone calls like that. I mean, AJ, I always think boxers deserve a touch, same as everyone deserves a touch in life. Bentley, when you played, those little knock-ins you had when he was a yard out and there was no one with him.
I call them freebies.
Yeah, freebies.
Barry missed one.
Yeah, but listen, that's what, I look at AJ and think he has been just the most unbelievable ambassador for British sport and for boxing in particular. I can't fault him, and I'm not being biased. He's the perfect ambassador for me, what he's done. And for him to suddenly win, he's made enough money in his career, but no one knows what enough is when someone comes along and says, do you fancy fighting this geezer? Who probably would win this. I think he's got a decent chance of winning the Southern Area title.
Okay, yeah.
And he might fight for the British title, but he has never been hit by the power of someone like AJ, and his brain's going to have a very strange message. It's car crash TV. Everyone around the world will watch it for the wrong reasons. AJ will get handsomely paid, as indeed with Jake Paul. We hope they both come out uninjured. And I think unless he trips up the stairs, AJ should be okay.
Yeah. How long will the fight last?
Don't suck a Murray mint.
Are you going to that, by the way?
Do you know what? I am tempted to go. And I keep saying to myself, why? And you think, why do fans sit on the bends at Formula One? It's car crash TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be going if I had the chance. It's one of those. We've talked about it. No one can have anything negative to say about AJ. If someone's prepared to give you that much money for 30 seconds,
he's won the lottery.
Yeah, he won the lottery. Yeah. And in a way, he's bought a lot of tickets, so he deserved to win the lottery.
Last question on it. If he won't lose, I know that. There's not even 1%.
If he lost, it's an absolute disaster.
Is it the biggest upset in sport in history?
Without a single question. The Christians had a better chance against the Lions.
We've had Barry Hearn in the studio for the last 30 minutes. Let me remind you, the Moscone Cup runs from December the 3rd to the 6th. It's at Ali Pally. Friday's sold out. The rest are selling fast. Don't hang around. Go to the website, alexandrapalace.com. Barry, it's always a pleasure. And right. Thank you for the last 30 minutes. We've got an hour left of our show. Me and Benny will see you right after this.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent.
I don't want to be responsible for someone losing a leg.
No, I don't want you. Producer Joe standing to my right. Why are you what are you doing, Joe? Why are you standing there like you?
Because we was in there ready to start the show and you was
Were you
going
going
to
to sit
be
in
seen.
my seat and do the show? Oh, I would love to have heard that. Did you want to do it, Joe? We can start the show again.
I'm not going to ask you, Joe. You'd be better.
Joe, what? It's just weird now standing there. Can you get a wide shot of Joe on the? You can do that if you're watching on YouTube. You'll see Joe in the corner. There he is. Oh, you can't see it. Still to come, we'll have your questions in. What's happening, Betsy? He's standing there till we go to the audio. Okay. But now, there's been a goal in Celtic's Europa League clash with Feyenoord. John Duncan.
Ueda is the goal scorer. Poor defending from Celtic. Direct ball over the top of the Celtic defence. Sam Stein, the final captain, racing onto it, slipped it through to Ueda inside the 18-yard area, left side. Very neat finish. 13 in 13 in the league. That's his first ever goal in Europe. Celtic had started quite brightly. Luke McGowan hitting the post after 7 minutes. It was a bad miss, and he was quite relieved to see the offside flag in the end. Driving rain here in Rotterdam. Martin O'Neill potentially in his last game in interim charge. It's Feyenoord 1, Celtic 0.
Good work, thank you as always for that. I was just, by the way, just Oh, hold on. There's more. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute. Right, over on talkSPORT 2 right now, you can hear Aston Villa's clash with Malmo. Let's listen in to how things are going with your commentary team, Andy Townsend, alongside Ian Danter.
And then the ball's whipped in across, and Raveloson, first time on his right foot, hits a hard curling shot. Emi Martinez equal to it, but that's nice play. It's the best bit of football we've seen from them.
But Martinez equal to the drive, which was not quite as testing for him as the Marlon drive was for Keller at the other end. 0-0 it stays on talkSPORT 2. If you're just tuning into Europa League Live at Villa Park in this unusual tea time kickoff at an English Premier League stadium. But as I mentioned before, kickoff, as talkSPORT listeners join us, there's a good healthy attendance, well over 30,000 here for this early kickoff. 0-0 with 18 minutes gone. Villa have gone close on one occasion, a snapshot from Daniel Marlon from 25 yards out that was well tipped over by Marvin Keller in the Young Boys goal. And Young Boys have just had their first opportunity, breaking smartly down the right and a pullback for midfielder Ryan Raveloson to test Emi Martinez, Andy Townsend.
Yeah, I think, but mainly Villa have had most of the ball. Their back four up on the halfway line, very close to it, and it's just sort of probe, pass, just waiting for the right moment to try and get Daniel Marlon or Morgan Rogers involved. But, yep, I think Villa started with a nice tempo and good imagination about their play, but that's the first little threat we've seen from Young Boys just about 2 or 3 minutes ago. That strike from Raveloson forcing a really good stop from Martinez.
Villa have won it back, and then Onana is cleaned out by Dominic Peck, the young midfielder. So it'll be a free kick to Aston Villa, midway point of the Young Boys half, but to the right-hand side, about 8 yards in from the far touchline. Commentary of this game continues on talkSPORT 2 in the Europa League, where we played 19 minutes. It's Aston Villa 0, Young Boys 0.
Thanks, that's Bennett. We've got both games on. Have you been watching them or not?
Yeah, I've been watching the Villa game, yeah.
Anything happening? I mean, we just heard from Dan, but you're looking at Villa. How'd they look?
You looked all right. I mean, Gassan had a really good chance where he should have got the shot off when he went clean through.
Oh, sorry. Let's cross over to Darren Bent, who's also in the studio alongside Ian Danter. Benty?
Yeah, it's currently still 0-0. I'd say probably Aston Villa have had the better of it in terms of possession. There's a really, really big chance for Gassan, who went clean through. It was a fantastic pass.
It's good, Nick.
And he went through, and I think he took too long to get the shot off because he bared down on goal. He was about 7 yards out. He tried to take the extra touch and he got tackled. A really disappointing opportunity there for Villa. Didn't take it, but it's still currently 0-0. They have a very dangerous free kick though in an area. Yuri Tillemans, who's captain for this evening, is about to take it in just on his right hand side.
All right, I could do that. I'll have a go on the next one.
No chance.
You know, I reckon I'll be quite good on that. Time now for this.
Benty, what's up?
Oh, Benty, what's up? What's up, Benty? What
Benty?
Benty, yes. Time for a bit of What's Happening, Benty, where we give you the floor to ask former Burton Albion striker Darren Bent anything you want. You've sent in some great questions. I'm led to believe I've not heard them. I never do before we play them, so let's play them.
What's happening, Benty?
Did you ever play with any goalkeepers that were as good as the outfield players with their feet, that were scoring worldies in training, things like that? And also, did you play with any goalkeepers that couldn't kick a ball to save their life? Hope you guys are good. Great show. Cheers, guys.
Great question.
Yeah, I never played with any goalkeepers that were as good as the players outfield.
Did you not?
No, because I played with a time where goalkeepers weren't expected to do what they're doing now. And as I said, I'll stand by it. The first kind of coach that I worked with, Paul Clements at Derby, he was the first coach who made the goalkeepers join in terms of possession. And I remember thinking, and a few of the other players were thinking, why is he doing that? And that's because obviously now...
Hold on, join in as what? A player?
Yes, and like they were on the outside of the box possession, like playing with their feet. And I was like, what's happening here? But that's because he obviously foresee what was coming.
When are you going to get him in the studio? He'd be an amazing guest.
Yeah, we can ask him. I'm sure he'd do.
Can you ask him?
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Okay.
He was the first I saw when it comes to that. But in terms of like goalkeepers being as good as outfield players, no, I've not seen any. No. Like Edison would be the one if I'd love to speak to a City player about how good he is.
Yeah. Okay. Good question. Let's see if the good theme continues.
What that, Benty? Would you rather toes for fingers or fingers for toes?
I mean, that is... fingers for toes.
From one great to another.
Fingers for toes.
Fingers for toes?
Yeah, because you could just put socks on and then I see them. Like, with your hands.
Yeah, it's an easy question to answer.
Toes as fingers. Oh, no.
No, you don't want that because then look weird.
Yeah, so no, just give me the...
I think everyone on the planet would answer
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
On to question number 3.
What's up, me Benty? Connor here, Chef Wednesday fan, travelling south from Scotland. Would you sacrifice your 100 Premier League goal club status for a FA Cup winners medal with any of your former teams? Love the show. Peace out.
Great question. Right. So I need a bit of context to
All
this.
right, ask me the question. I'll be the judge.
Because if I can only have one or the other, so League Cup, Tottenham didn't play a minute in the game, didn't get on.
No, I'll tell you.
Would I if I had to?
I'll tell you the scenario.
One second, let me finish it. If I had to ditch one, I'm not ditching the 100 goal club when I didn't contribute nothing.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to give up your 100 goal club thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 70 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
But you get your FA Cup winners medal. Your team wins 1-0.
Yep.
You play a great part, but you play really well, but you don't score. But
Yeah.
you have a cup.
Yeah, I'm swapping that.
You are swapping.
Yeah, I'm swapping that for a FA Cup. But if I'm not playing no part,
No. You're involved. Of course, you're involved.
I'm not just say I get to a final, don't play any part.
No,
I'm
you're
swapping that.
playing. You play well. You hit the post.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I'd even sacrifice even if I played 15 minutes.
What, for that?
Yeah, well, to win the FA Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I'm glad you said that.
But unused sub, absolutely not.
No, you can't do that.
But what World Cup unused sub?
Oh.
But again, I feel
What's
dirty
the
for saying
point?
that.
Yeah, what's the point? Not what's the point, but
Do you know what I mean? It's hard unused sub in the World Cup final. It's like
would you play the last 5 minutes in a World Cup final?
Yeah.
And you win,
Mhm.
and your goal record is 3 in the Premier League in total.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. No. I played the last 5 minutes, but I don't score nothing.
You don't score, but you're on the field when the referee blows the whistle.
And 3 Premier League goals.
Yeah, in total.
Like career finish.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I would. Because people would go to me, oh, yeah, you scored 3 goals. Won the World Cup, though.
Yeah, won the World Cup.
You play in the final, have you?
I think you give everything up to win a World Cup, don't you?
Not everything. We've had this discussion.
Yeah.
Like you were saying stupid. Like
No.
you'd give up 6 Prems and 4 Champions
I would,
Leagues.
to win the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Mate, everyone's won the
No.
Prem.
No.
Okay, on to the next question.
What's up, Benty? Gio here. I'm pretty sure you said not too long ago that your favourite TV show was 24, which I happen to agree with. What I want to know is if you could play any character in 24 except Jack Bauer, which character would it be?
Great question. So I'm either going to be President Palmer.
You get so involved in questions like that.
President Palmer, he was unbelievable today.
He died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Early on.
No, not early on, but they shot him, the Russians. He was cool.
Didn't he turn?
He did turn, but he didn't. So he was almost undercover, and then he came back. But he,
I see what you mean. He looked like he turned, but he was actually like a treble agent.
Yes, so I like Almeida, and I like President Palmer.
Tony Almeida.
But there was another, I can't remember his name now, because I think he was in it for 1 season. No, Freddie Prinze Jr., the actor.
No.
Married to Sarah Michelle Gellar. No. Freddie Prinze Jr. was in like She's All That, and like one of those teenage sensation actors or whatever.
Right, okay.
He was in 24 for a season as well. He was pretty cool.
What was he, though?
Just like but no, Almeida or President
you get
Palmer.
more excited about that when we talk about the World Cup.
Hey, President Palmer, what a guy. Do you know what annoyed me though? Right? Why did it take him so long to get a haircut?
What do you mean?
Like get a line out, shape up his hair. It used to, honestly, it used to infuriate me. I used to watch, just like go to the barbers, get a line up.
He's only there one day, wasn't he? 24 hours. Time for the next question.
What happening, Benty? John from Derby. Benty, if you could picture all your talkSPORT colleagues on the day they were born as babies, who would be the cutest, who would be the heaviest, and who would be the ugliest?
Heaviest, gee.
Oh, gee, I mean, it's horrible there, isn't it? So cutest out of everyone in the talkSPORT.
Is it talkSPORT office presenters? So people.
No, everyone. I'm just gonna put everyone in there.
I know, but you want to come up with an answer that people can associate with.
Right. The
prettiest talkSPORT baby.
Cutest talkSPORT baby. Oh, what a goal! Aston Villa, Malin.
Oh, let's go live to Darren Bent, who's watching Aston Villa against Young Boys. The last we heard it was 0-0, 26 minutes on the clock. Bentley, there's been a goal. Which way's it gone?
Yeah, it's gone to Aston Villa, and he's just been hit by the vinyl. Looks ugly scenes there after the goal, though, where the vinyl supporters are throwing bottles and cans and cups at Mallon. He's been struck by one, so I'm not quite sure how much damage that's done. But Villa are in front, and it was a fantastic goal. Really well worked. A cross came in. I think it was from Maatsen on that left-hand side, and he's put it into an area, and Mallon's got up there. He's got up really, really early, Daniel Mallon, and he's directed the header. The goalkeeper got a hand on it, but he just clipped the inside of the post and went in. Fantastic goal. Look, he's been cut. Look at the top of his head. All jokes aside now, he's been cut on the top of his head. But do you know what I don't understand? Where did Mallon come from in terms of club? Because I don't know why he would run there. Is it Dortmund? Because he's run...
Is he offside?
He might be
a toe offside.
But he's run towards the Vinyl supporters.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not the young boy supporters, which are a bit...
Great header, by the way.
Great header.
Yeah. Okay, 1-0. Good answer. Good answer.
Great header.
Yeah. I don't think it was offside, but it's very, very tight.
His head's bleeding though because he got hit by a cup.
Yeah. Idiots of football. And he goes talking to the referee now. What were we on? I can't remember.
Yeah, cutest baby.
Oh, yeah. We'll make this the last one.
Cutest...
Why don't you go heaviest?
Heaviest would probably be...
Probably Chunk, right?
OR would be the heaviest, I think.
Yeah.
The cutest would probably be... No, you'd be the ugliest. The cutest would probably be...
Why would it be the ugliest? Oh, because I've turned into like...
Who'd be a cute presenter? Like Andy Jacobs.
I don't think even photographs were available back then.
Yes,
He'd be the cutest, really. Yeah. It's his birthday yesterday, by the way. All jokes aside, it was his birthday yesterday.
How old is he?
Well, it depends where you looked. So Wikipedia said he was 79, but I think he was 74. But either way, he looks great, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's great. Just a shame he won't.
And the goal stands.
He won't remember at his age. Right, that was today's What's Happening, Benty. Good work, everyone. Thanks for sending them in. We have had a goal at Celtic as well. John Duncan, tell us more. Hi, John.
Equaliser for Celtic. Feyenoord 1, Celtic 1. They've been probing Celtic and they're level thanks to Yang. It was a really neat move. Ball down the right side. First time crossed by Hatate. Yang is probably about 3 yards out. Far post. Steers it into the net. Celtic deserved that. Feyenoord 1, Celtic 1.
Good work. Thanks for that. Is that Kasper Schmeichel goal, isn't it? Yeah. When we come back, we'll have some fun. Thanks, Benny, for that input. We'll have some fun with the best bits of talkSPORT after this. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent is here. And Just Eat, get delicious meals and everyday essentials from the delivery experts. Still to come, we'll bring you team news ahead of tonight's games. Just quickly before we move on, in 6 o'clock, I nipped to the toilet and they got music in there and they were playing Chris Rea, Driving Home for Christmas. And I thought, is it a little bit early for...
You know, it's funny you say that, because I was in the toilet earlier and Ed was in there. Right?
Hold on, you know we're on air for this story, right?
Ed, and I said to Ed, hold on, is it me? Or is everything seems to be really early this year? Like decorations being up already.
Ours are up.
Yeah, the Christmas films on the TV already.
Yeah. What did Ed say?
He was like, yeah, it feels like it this year.
That's a great story. Let me write that down.
Oh, as opposed to
so
what?
What did he say? So he said, no, hold on. Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable conversation.
Trust
like it. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable story.
What was yours, Chris?
I'm going to the pub tonight. I'll let the boys know that. So you asked Ed, is Christmas coming? And Ed goes, yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
No, I hadn't finished yet.
That's incredible.
No, I hadn't finished yet.
Oh, go on then. Dig yourself more of a great... No, go on.
No, but it is really early, isn't it?
Oh,
No,
really, really early. It's a great story, that is. I reckon people down the pub would tell each other that story today. Right. So I'm now to preview tonight's European football action with our friends at Enterprise Rent a Car.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent a Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Feels like it. Brilliant story. Right, we can start with talkSPORT's live commentary of Nottingham Forest against Malmo at 8 p.m. Forest sit 23rd in the Europa League table with just one win from their 4 games, but they are now unbeaten in their last 4 games in all competitions, having won 3-0 at Anfield over the weekend. The gaffer Sean Dyche has been speaking to the media ahead of tonight's game, and he said they can't get complacent after that result.
The last one doesn't know your next one. I've been saying it for years, and I reminded the players yesterday, you know, what happened against Liverpool, albeit a very good performance from the players and delivery of a performance to win. But, you know, it gets part very quickly. You enjoy it, of course, and that's important. The players do enjoy their work. But, you know, the next one comes around very quickly. And as I said, that one doesn't know you the next one. So we've got to make sure we're ready to perform and take this game on and go and win.
Forest have picked up their form under Sean Dyche, haven't they? But they do need some results in this competition.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
What happened there?
Yeah, they do. But you're right. I mean, he's come in and made a real impact. Sean Dyche has, and as you said there.
What's the matter? What are you doing?
Nah, do you know when you think you're about to cough?
I've not opened that one. Do you want it? Do you want it?
They but no, they need.
You know what happened? You turned it into Sean Dyche.
Yeah,
I think the answer to that one.
You 100%. You need results. Like you have to start getting results. But Sean Dyche, he was always. I won't say he's always going to turn it around because I think we all thought he would. But he's got a big job in his hands. He's got a big job in his hands, and it's nice to see Forest back in Europe. But I mean, when I was looking at the Europa League, right? There are some big sides in this competition, by the way. I mean, fair play. Obviously, Villa, a lot of people have got as their favourites to win the competition. Midtjylland currently sitting top. Porto's in there. Lyon. I mean, there are big sides in there. But for Sean Dyche and Nottingham Forest, he'll be thinking. I think first and foremost, at the front of his mind, he'll be like, "No, we need to get away from the relegation zone. We'll worry about Europe, and we'll hopefully have a good run." But his memo would have been get us away from that relegation zone.
Do you think his job has been made easier by the fact he's coming in after Ange rather than coming in after Nuno?
Well, I mean, it was difficult because Nuno never should have lost his job. So you're coming in after a guy who's done really well there. But to be fair, you're coming in after Ange where you've got to pick everyone's confidence up off the floor.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's difficult. But no, I think for Sean Dyche, I mean, back-to-back wins, I mean, the Liverpool result will live long in the memory of him. But even before that, 3-1 leads. So currently right now, Forest are 4 unbeaten.
Yeah.
So that's fair play.
Did I say 4 or 5? I think I might have said... Is it 4?
No, yeah, because they lost to Bournemouth as well.
Right, let's stay with the Europa League. Discuss Rangers. They host Braga tonight at 8 p.m. They are rock bottom of the Europa League table. Their manager, Danny Röhl, has said that their heavy fixture schedule means they'll have to make changes tonight. But he has been speaking to the media and urged the players coming in to take their chance.
I think now we come to a point also to rotate in some positions you have to. And that means this opportunity is there, and then it's up to the players also to use this opportunity.
Usually Jack gives me some kind of 5 left, but there's nothing there. Do you see any way back for Rangers in the Europa League? I mean, their season has just been absolutely appalling, hasn't it, so far?
I mean, it's appalling. I mean, to be fair to them, though, like, they have... Like, at one point, I feared for them. I mean, they're still 9 points behind Hearts. Now Celtic are now...
Is that all it is, 9?
It's only 9 to Hearts, who's top, and now Celtic are only 4 points behind Hearts, with a game in hand. So there's a Celtic coming. Yeah. But for Rangers, you can only take small sample sizes, as I like to say, and they've won their last 2. Rangers, they beat Dundee and they've beaten Livingston. So there's a little bit of confidence they've got there now that weren't there before.
Yeah.
So can they build it against Braga? Braga are a really, really good side. They're currently won their last 2 as well, so it should make for a really, really good game.
We can finish in the Conference League where Crystal Palace go to Strasbourg tonight. Palace sit 9th in the table with 2 wins from their last 3 games. They've also moved up to 5th in the Premier League in recent weeks. Meanwhile, Strasbourg, they are 7th in the Conference League and have former Chelsea left-back Ben Chilwell in their side. And is there a place, we talked about this yesterday ever so briefly, is there a place in the England squad for Ben Chilwell if he carries on doing well in France, or do you think those days have gone?
I mean, again, it's someone that Thomas Tuchel knows incredibly well, got real success out of him. And in some respects, he probably, when Reece James and Ben Chilwell went down, that kind of derailed Thomas Tuchel's side, his Chelsea side. So I just think there's maybe a little bit too much traffic in front of him. You've got the likes of Lewis Hall there. You've got now Nico O'Reilly. You've got Lewis Skelly. There's a few there, do you know what I mean? So Spence can play out there as well. So I think it probably has come a little bit too soon for him, but fair play to him. If he goes to Strasbourg, keeps playing well, who knows?
Yeah, that was a look at tonight's European action with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Still to come, we'll bring you team news ahead of tonight's games, but of course, 6:30 means it's time for the last gargling of the day, as producer Joe just said. We want to know who are the 2 clubs with a 100% win record in Champions League or European Cup finals, having played in at least 2. All right? So basically, they've got some and never lost. Who's played in at least 2 cup finals in the European Cup or Champions League, whatever you want to call it, and never lost? I think you'll get 1. I don't think you'll get 2. It's a great question. The answer to that more coming up in the last 30 minutes. Talk sport after this cheap penny.
Liverpool are not in crisis, says Simon Jordan.
But have we reached the point in society, or in anything in life, that the default setting, the moment it becomes hard, is fire somebody, get rid of somebody, get somebody out?
Simon says for Slot, Spend is his friend, that the Liverpool hierarchy will be some way off considering firing the man the club spent £400 million worth of players on. Meanwhile, things couldn't be more different for Arsenal fans, including Ainsley Harriott, who's told talkSPORT the Gunners' performance against Bayern last night gave him the same feeling as when he takes a perfect souffle out the oven.
The rise, the gradual build-up, the folding in, and then suddenly to unleash those beautiful, beautiful goals, you know.
Elsewhere, Newcastle say they will be formally complaining to UEFA. That's after claiming their fans were subject to unnecessary pepper spray, batons and shields as they were held in the stadium post-match by Marseille police on Tuesday night. Newcastle fan Sean was at the game and he spoke to Jim earlier.
There was a leaking toilet that was just running and running. We were stood in that. The water was just raised, becoming higher and higher. People... And I was stood around it. It was older gentlemen. There was young kids there. There was a young kid on his dad's shoulders crying.
And Rugby League Super League will celebrate its 30th birthday with a round of classic matches in March. Castleford will meet Bradford Bulls while Leeds face Warrington in Week 6, which is a repeat of their clashes on the opening day of the 1996 campaign. There's more on our website at talksport.com.
Drop and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. People's champion Darren Bent is here. Before the break, I asked a question, great question as well. Who are the only two clubs with a 100% win record in Champions League or European Cup finals, having played at least two? I'll give you. They've both been in only two, and they've won both of them.
Okay, I think one of them is Forest.
And have you looked?
Nope.
When you looked,
no, because did they go back to back?
Yes.
Yes.
980.
Yeah.
When you looked, did you see it?
I saw the second one, not the first one.
What one did you see? Forest.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the other one?
I've no idea.
It's a drink.
What?
It's a drink.
I mean,
you get it in Portugal. This drink.
Port.
So it is.
Porto.
Yeah. What years?
Forget that. No idea.
87.
Oh, obviously when your boy won it, Jose.
Yeah, 87, 04. 04, jeez. For us at 7, Natalie Sawyer, your mate Benny, who's going to beat you in darts, hosts live Europa League action as Forest take on Malmo. Meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Strasbourg against Palace in the Conference League. We'll bring you team news from those games as soon as we get them. And would you believe there's been another goal in Celtic's clash with Feyenoord this evening? John Duncan, tell us more. Hi, John.
It's Feyenoord 1, Celtic 2. It's actually half-time here. A goal right on half-time has turned this around for Celtic. They were one down. They started brightly, fell behind after 11 minutes. The Eredivisie leading scorer, Ayers Ueda, taking full advantage of a slip-up by the Celtic defence and slipping home from 6 yards out. Celtic reacted positively, level on the half-hour through Young Yang. It was a neat move with McGowan's floated ball down the right side of the penalty area. First time cross, picked out Yang at the far post, just his second goal of the season from close range, but he got his third right on half-time. A horror goal for the host. It was a back pat from the right back position. Welland Tarber back to goalkeeper Welland Ruther. Under pressure from Mayer, they played it straight to Young Yang on the edge of the D. He tapped it into an empty net. Celtic haven't won away from home in Europe for over 4 years. They lead at the break. Feyenoord 1, Celtic 2.
Good work as always. Thank you for that. Right, time for the best of talkSPORT and Friends, slightly later than advertised, where we run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across talkSPORT and our sister stations. Why don't we kick things off with this morning's breakfast show? And ahead of a huge weekend in the NFL, Big Island Brazil was getting into the Thanksgiving spirit.
Can't believe you're excited about Thanksgiving. Hey, we've get the turkey in.
Oh, aye. It was brilliant.
I can see having a case of Coors or something. A turducken? What's that? Is that where you... Is that where you smash someone in the nose, or what's a turducken?
Hey, we did have turkey. We didn't have that thing with 6 legs coming around. I need to tell you now. What was that one again?
What? Sorry, he's talking to me as well.
Oh, okay.
Make sure to introduce Katie. Everyone knows Katie's voice, you clown.
I don't know what's going on there. Do you know what a turducken is?
Yes.
What is it?
I think it's a boneless turkey that's stuffed with duck, I believe.
That sounds quite nice.
Yeah.
When did you last stuff a bird?
What
are you laughing at?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure that's what I
When did you last stuff a bird? Last time I stuffed one was last Christmas.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, me too.
Turkey.
Yeah. But yes, I think that's what a turd.
Have a good stuffing.
Nice, enjoy it.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to about visiting the States?
Seeing round 2 again.
What does that mean?
Train shop.
Oh, you taking me there?
Yeah.
Is that New York?
Yeah.
We going? Is it just trainers, or do they do like?
They do like Supreme stuff, like little vintage
hoodies
and bobs. Yeah, a few hoodies in that.
Vintage style.
Yeah, vintage stuff. No, vintage.
What did I say?
Vintage. Oh, you said vintage. Vintage.
Yeah, same thing, isn't it? I've been on vintage way too much. A reminder: there's a doubleheader in the NFL tonight over on talkSPORT 2. First up, the Kansas City Chiefs take
Chiefs.
The Dallas Cowgirls at 10 before it's straight into the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
On to last night's sports bar of O'Hara and Cundy, where it seems O'Hara has finally had enough.
If you're sick, you're doing something, aren't you? You're
I'm so sick the weekend.
yeah, you're like
yeah.
You're yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, you're doing something. You're yeah. But what is that word? What you're Oh, mate, come on, mate.
What's going on?
Come on, mate. Like, seriously.
No,
like,
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm just like...
I've got nothing left. I've actually got nothing left. You're just confirming to me that I am moving to Dubai.
Can you imagine O'Hara live as an influencer in Dubai?
Yeah, that'd be his perfect job, wouldn't it? Every 5 minutes he's taking a photo of him next to like a microwave or a parking post or a fence or a jacuzzi. I think he'd love it.
What's something that never fails to make you angry?
What's something never fails? People that when they're walking up to the ticket machine in the underground, they
On their
get to
phone
it
and stop.
and then they go, oh, what do I need to do? And then they rummage around in their bag like, get ready. You know what I've invented, by the way? I don't know if anyone does this. We've got time. Is the accidental on purpose push. Do you do that?
No.
So if someone's in the way, I'll give them a good old shoulder barge because they're in the way, and then I'll go, oh, sorry, I've done it on purpose, but a little get out of the way, shouldn't be there. Like yesterday, I was walking down the escalators, geezers just standing on the left.
Yeah, that annoys me.
You can tell
Left is for passing.
What's the matter with people?
Yeah. When you were working with Cundy, how many times a day did he annoy you?
Hundreds of times. All the time. Constant. Fidgeting and moving and scratching.
Don't forget to get your calls into the boys at 10:15 tonight following another night of European action.
I love him, really. Following the incredible win for Arsenal in the Champions League, talkSPORT, we're joined by Ready Steady Cook's royalty. Oh, Cook, sorry, it's the real deal, is it? Ainsley Harriott, I didn't know this.
It was like pulling out the perfect souffle out of the oven. The rise, the gradual build-up, the folding in, and then suddenly to unleash those beautiful, beautiful goals, you know. So, 1 minute we were panicking, and then suddenly Manweke came on, Martinelli came on, Calafiori came on. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, man. Sweet to sweet.
Who's your top 3 celebrity chefs?
Ainsley.
Yeah.
Gordon.
Got to stick Tom Kerridge in there. We love Tom.
And Tom Kerridge. You didn't let me finish. You said I got 2 and you...
Oh, sorry, go on, finish.
Tom Kerridge.
Well done. Who's a celebrity you'd love to hear do football commentary?
Celebrity to do football commentary.
I think Michael Caine would be good.
Yeah. He'd be good.
Hi, what are you doing offside?
Ray Winston.
Ray Winston would be good.
Yeah.
All right, son. He's offside.
You better score that goal. I'll come and get you. Shall we get Ainsley to judge our jerk-off?
Yeah.
Well, it's either here... Your man's going to do it, isn't he?
Levi, yeah? We've got to do it, though. No, listen, we keep saying next
Joe,
week's break.
Right, let's make it now, right? That before Christmas, me and Bentley will have a jerk-off. All right? We have to do that.
Yeah. You got to do
We
it.
have to do it.
The amount of people that go, when's the jerk off?
We'll have a Christmas jerk-off, all right? I can't say further than that, said the man who couldn't pronounce his F's and T's. Big Hour returns at 6 a.m. tomorrow with Gabby up on hold. Make sure you download 21 Minutes to Go.
What's in it this week? Here we go.
I'll tell you what we're talking about. You know,
Flying saucers?
No, I'll tell you what we're talking about this week. We got time. You know Henry the Hoover?
Yeah.
Cundy didn't know its other use.
What?
Cundy didn't know its other use, Henry the Hoover.
He's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's another use for him.
What's the other use?
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know about that. So
Really?
we talk about that on 21 Minutes to Go, yeah. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I mean...
So did you work it out? Did you know that some
worked it out.
people... All right.
That's what we talk about. So again, 21 minutes ago, what about Henry the Hoover, yeah? Henry...
I'm going to let him have his moment, Bill.
The Hoover.
You go on. Yeah, go on. What did Ed say to you?
That's what I'm saying.
No, what did Ed say to you?
That's what I would say to you. If you wanted to have a proper podcast about Henry the Hoover, then yeah, 21 minutes to go. Trust me, Henry the Hoover is prime time listening.
What did Ed say to you in the toilet?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
No, go on.
Henry Hoover.
About Christmas.
That's about Henry the Hoover.
What did he say? He's coming around way too quick.
21 minutes to go. Let's talk about Henry the Hoover. Yeah, brilliant. Forget all those other top quality ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I was standing in the toilet having a wee.
No.
Oh, yeah, go on. And I said to Ed...
Got Stephen Bartlett's one or other, the Overlap or the talkSPORT Daily Podcast. Nope, 20 minutes to go, Henry the Hoover.
Of course you can find our show that week as well between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2. And all of our other stations need every moment. Henry the Hoover, 21 minutes to go. Go download it.
Well, my mic's still on, so I'm guessing we can't.
Yeah, no, we're coming back.
Oh, we've got a couple of minutes, have we?
Look at that timing. What are we
going to talk about?
Do you know what that music's from, by the way?
No.
Police Squad. Do you ever watch
Naked Gun, is it?
Yeah, but, an offshoot of it, yeah. Do you remember Police Squad?
No.
Yeah, remember Police Squad?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
No, Police Academy. That's anything to do with it.
That was good.
Yeah, how many were there?
6, 7. Maybe there was a Moscow. You know the fella that did all the noises?
Yep.
He came on the sports bar once.
Did he?
He was unbelievable.
I can't think of it. The only names of the people I can remember are, is it Mahone? Mahone was one. Was he the main geezer? Mahoney.
Yeah. That was Steve Guttenberg, wasn't it?
Was it Steve? Yeah. Who's the hard fella?
Hightower.
And who's
what's that actor called?
I don't know.
Is he a famous actor?
I don't know. And who's the woman who's hard as well?
What one?
Remember, she was that Hightower.
Blonde one.
Yeah, strong.
What, the one that was a cop?
Yeah. Well, they're all cops.
She was
Police Academy, they're all cops.
No, but I mean, she was a cop before they became a cop. Do you know what I mean? The sexy one. Is that the one you're talking about?
The
blonde hair.
Yeah, strong as anything.
Yeah. I don't remember her name. But she was a cop before they...
Okay, who were the snitches? You had the snitch and the guy that was always trying to get them in trouble.
I don't remember that. Who was the geezer that would talk like this? Do you remember that fella? Him.
No.
You do remember him.
I need to watch these again, you know.
No, you don't. They're awful, awful movies.
They're not awful movies.
Let me tell you now, any movie where there's more than 3, awful.
I bet that's a lie. How many Star Wars are there?
Yeah, but that's different.
No, but you're...
No.
You just said any more that's more than 3 are awful. Star Wars.
No, but you know what I mean, because Star Wars is 3. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
What is it,
then
6?
you've got... Yeah, but then you've got another 3 that... Okay, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No.
If the same characters, same people continue past... Like Fast and Furious, awful.
No, but they're not.
No, they are.
I was happy with the first 6.
Of what?
Fast and
What
Furious.
ones he drive the car in space?
That's up there. That's more. That's like... But I liked 1.
What was 1 about?
White was just the street racing.
Right,
then it was too Fast, Too Furious. Then there was Tokyo Drift.
Right.
Then I think...
You shouldn't know about... You shouldn't know
Yeah,
these.
good films, man. But no, I'll find you a film.
What are you going to watch on the plane? Have you got your plane film yet? Hello? Can you hear me?
No, I was thinking...
Where did you go there?
No,
you went somewhere?
Do you know where I went?
Did you go back to Eddins?
No, I went Indiana Jones.
And there's only 3 of them. Oh.
There's more, but the last 2 are awful.
There's not 5.
No, it's 4.
Yeah,
the last one's AI.
Yes, it is. That's awful.
Oh, terrible.
Is that with Ray Winston?
No, that's 4 or 5. That's the Crystal Skull one, isn't it?
Terrible. First 2 are brilliant.
I'm going to find you one. But
What?
It's more than 3. It's
You won't.
Brilliant.
You won't. Honestly. More than 3, useless. Golden rule. When we come back, we'll update you with all the games that are happening at the moment. Oh, I think Aston Villa... Is that live? Have Aston Villa just scored?
No, it's a replay because it says half-time, Andy.
Where does it say that?
Bottom left. So you can take the Jackie's half time, mate. Get off.
Let's go over to Darren Bent, who can tell us about a replay that's happening in half time.
It's half time.
Right, fine, okay. It's half time. Aston Villa against Young Boys are currently 2-0 up. When we come back, we'll have just more stuff for you. And Billy will be in the studio for the end of show quiz. listen to Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent here, and Just Eat from Last Minute Winner Dinners. The tackling the weekly shop. Save time with groceries delivered straight to your door.
I knew I'd get one. 4.
Go on.
Rocky. 4. Ivan Drago.
Okay, there's one. Follow us at 7. Natalie Sawyer hosts live Europa League action as Forest face Malmo. Team news for that is in. Mark Wilson can tell us more. Hi, Mark.
Hi boys, good evening. 46 years on from a European Cup final meeting between the two. It's Europa League group stage action for these two, and Nottingham Forest looking to build on that massive win at Anfield at the weekend. They make 7 changes. Only Murillo, Milenkovic, Sangare and Dominguez retain their spots. So it's John in goal, Morato, Milenkovic, Murillo and Abbott at the back, Sangare, McAtee and Yates across the middle, with Dominguez, Kalimuendo and Hudson-Odoi leading the line. Malmo not got a permanent manager and yet to win in Europa League so far. They make 3 changes from their last game as Rosler, Berg Johnson and Good Johnson come in. Natalie Sawyer and a former England striker Dean Ashton with us at the City Ground. All the build-up from 7 as Nottingham Forest take on Malmo.
Thanks, Mark. Right, Rangers, they're also in Europa League action at home to Braga. Paul Mitchell has team news. Paul, good evening.
So much in the last chance saloon, but in the last chance saloon and at last orders, they've got to win this tonight to have any chance of progressing. They're currently 36 of 36. Not a good place to be. Only them and Nice have yet to register a win. While as Braga, they've already won across at Celtic Park earlier on the season at their first win in Scotland. They'll be looking to go back-to-back wins, which has never been done against Rangers and Celtic in the same season in European competition. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. They're currently 5th. For Rangers, they're still without their first choice centre halves. They make 3 changes from the win against Livingston at the weekend. Aarons for Makoma, Josef Chermiti, the £10 million signing, comes in, as does Connor Barron. Antman and Icegaard drop out of the starting 11, which is Butland in goal. It's Tavernier, Jiga, Fernandez and Aarons, Raskin and Diamondi, Barron, Danilo, Kasama and Chermiti up front. Going to be a big night for Rangers. Can Josef Chermiti get his first European goal? Rangers have lost their last 7, yes, their last 7 European matches. 8 would be a disaster.
And finally, meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Strasbourg against Palace in the Conference League. Alex Crook, the superstar that is, has got team news for us. Crookie, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. 3 changes for Palace from the side that beat Wolves. 2-0 in the Premier League on Saturday to ruin Rob Edwards. Molineux homecoming. JD Convo, Will Hughes and Jefferson Lerma are the players who come in. Out go Chris Richards, Adam Wharton and Daichi Kamada. It means Palace line up with Henderson in goal. A back 3 of Convo, Lacroix and Gay. Munoz and Mitchell, the wing-backs, with Hughes and Lerma in midfield. And then Sarr and Pino, either side of Jean-Philippe Mateta in attack. As for Strasbourg, 2 Chelsea loanees in their 11 in the form of goalkeeper Mike Penders and centre-back Mamadou Sarr. The former Brighton playmaker Julio Enciso also starts for Liam Rosenior's men, who've only lost once at home all season. This undoubtedly Crystal Palace's toughest test of their maiden European campaign. It's live on talkSPORT 2. It's Strasbourg against Crystal Palace.
Mark. Good work as always, Cooking. From someone who everyone likes to someone that no one likes. One more Billy's in the studio.
Evening.
Woo! You up, Bill?
Really good, you?
How's your day been?
Really good.
No one cares.
Bill, he abuses you and you still let him go first.
Yeah.
Because it's love, isn't it?
Yeah.
You going to the
you like it, Bill?
I'm not going to the pub, no.
Do you like it, Bill?
Huh?
You like the abuse?
Yeah, I don't mind it, yeah.
As they say in Goodfellas, sometimes everyone has to take a beating once in a while.
Yeah, but you soon carry.
Billy takes it every day at 6:55.
Yeah.
What are we doing today, Billy, on the quiz?
You boys are off to... It's the last quiz before New York.
Because Benny's not in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And also it's TNT.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're not in tomorrow?
Yeah, but TNT.
You're a disgrace, mate. I'm here every day. Just rock up whenever
Where's
you
your next golf trip, mate? Karen, Bill, I'm ready.
You got a little quiz about New York for about a minute.
March, I think.
Or yellow cabs in NYC.
That's an unbelievable question. What was your question, Bill?
Are there more black cabs in London?
Or yellow ones in New York City?
Got to be New York, right?
I think that's the obvious answer, so I'm going to go London.
It is London. 21,000 to 13,000.
You can never get one.
You'll never get one in New York.
Benny, New York City is known as the Big Apple, but how heavy was the biggest apple ever?
Great question. What do you want it in?
kg.
kg?
15 kg.
You told you lunatic. I was going to say it can't be more than 3. 15.
You go 15, Benny?
Yeah.
You're mad, man.
What's the option?
5. It can't be more than 5, Bill.
The options are 1.8, 11.8, or 51.8.
You've got to go 3. Go on.
15.
1.8 kg.
Yeah, 50. Is that a dumbbell? Talking of dumbbells, you got one question left, Bill.
This is for both of you. New York was founded in 1624.
It was correct.
Hold on. Correct.
But what year was York in England founded?
1752.
1812.
71 AD.
Oh, I'm close.
Yeah, and what's AD stand for an extra point?
What?
What's AD stand for?
After.
Yep. No, it doesn't stand
Right,
for
after dinosaurs.
After that's how it could be. I mean, it could be.
It's 80s obviously after Christ, before Christ. But
No,
what's the...
Anno Domini, I think it is. Anyway, that's what we've got time for. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for more of the same. Benty will be speaking to you live from New York City on Monday. That's where Drive is next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's in New York, and then Thursday, Friday, we're in Washington, ahead of the draw for the World Cup. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 for more of the same. Danny Murphy's my guest. Have a good evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.